Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another Reverse 1999 episode. In today's episode, we will be continuing on in Chapter 9. Folie de raison, I guess. Completely ignored the complete lack of clear drops I have. It's totally not because I've been spending everything on the Moldir banner, don't worry. I also bought a copy of 30, well not a copy, I bought 37 from the store because I finally managed to save up the absolutely ridiculous amount of these things, the albums of Lost. Oh wait, no, yeah, and I managed to buy 37 from the shop, so that's cool. 37 is awesome. Hopefully we can see her sometime in the future in a story that is not chapter 9. Let's go back into chapter 9. Of course, last time we met our main cast for this chapter: Vertin, Zanetto, and Recoleta. Recoleta has been, well, she's like trying to tell us, right, in the beginning, she's trying to tell her friends this novel that she was writing, right, and we're kind of getting glimpses of that novel, I believe, as we go through the chapter, so that's very cool. We, of course, followed, like, Recoleta's memory of meeting Erd on her way to Kamala prison, and we also learned that Manus Vindictae are purposefully placing Erd in the prison for some reason. And yeah, we're out here in Kamala prison trying to search for Erd, or Dr. Doris. Because yeah, this is where we thought she was headed to, and we finally got some confirmation that she was here from some of the members of the Sociedad, you know? We also met that one guy with the Manus hand on his face. I did do the Diggers anecdote afterwards, and yeah, that is totally Diggers, and I think this is him. This is like his like model thing. I think that's him anyway. But yeah, no, it's definitely him. I guess I just couldn't recognize him before doing the anecdote, because, you know, how was I supposed to know that he turned to Manus? Now, I'm not entirely sure on how he managed to find himself into this era. I guess he kind of just, like, the mask kind of just saved him, I guess, right? Because that's what the mask does. Regardless, I wonder if we'll see more of him in the future, in this chapter, or no. But yeah, that is nice, because I was wanting some, you know, side event characters to show up in the main story. And now we do, so that's awesome. Alright, let's press on to part 7. Passion and Delirium. Alright. And of course the idealist. I am 100% convinced he is Aleph.
This is a serious violation of the rules. I'll have to report this to the physician, and all of your treatments will need to be reassessed.
You know, and the people do not like the physician. I still don't know who the physician is, but my initial guess was Forget-Me-Not, and I guess I'll hold on to that guess for now.
Until a new treatment plan is in place, all members of La Sociedad are confined to their cells without any of their usual privileges.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Yeah, because last time, you know, one of the guys was like, one of the society members was, he started like, chanting something, right? Or he started saying something, and like, because his arcane ability lets him imbue them with like power and stuff, like bad things started happening. The jailer heavily emphasized La Sociedad, triggering a commotion among the prisoners.
This is not what we agreed to.
You gave us your word! Affairs within La Sociedad were not to be disturbed!
Please, don't do this. Please, he doesn't deserve this. No one does. We don't want to lose our friend.
The previously convulsing prisoner struggles to his feet.
Please, Senora. I swear it won't happen again. I'll take the medicine on time as instructed. I promise I won't hurt anyone.
Yeah, everyone's really scared of the physician.
I'm sorry, Mr. Pablo, but rules are rules.
Oh.
Before you take this poor man from his friends, may I ask you something?
Okay,
Do you
idealist.
know where these inmates go after they see the physician?
Do they not come back?
My duty is to keep order here. What happens beyond these walls is not my concern.
Oh, the physician doesn't work here.
Perhaps they've recovered from the physician's treatment and were returned to society.
There's no way that's happening, bro. What are we saying? The jailer's expression relaxes.
Within these walls, the only truth we know is this. No one returns from the clinic of the physician of Kamala.
Okay. Because I thought like people know the physician, and you know, like they've experienced like what he does to them, and that's why they fear him. But nope, no one has returned. So I guess that's why he earns this reputation.
Are you certain this treatment they received is really a cure?
I mean, we don't know. We can only hope
Pablo's
and guess.
harmless. He's just a writer who has a talent for finding words in poems. That's all. Please, let him stay. We'll look after him. He can have our share of the medicine. We'll keep him in check.
Have your share of the medicine. Surely that's not how medicine works, right? Like for arcanists or people.
But this doesn't conform to our regulations.
Are we actually gonna be able to convince the jailer?
Still as arrogant as ever, idealist.
Oh, hello, Octavia.
One day, you'll get us all killed.
A stranger enters the exhibition hall. As she arrives, the jailer exhales with relief.
Oh, it's you. I'm glad to see you here.
Who is that?
That's Octavia, one of our
Octavia.
model inmates. She's been a great help in the past.
Amazing.
If you're interested in prison literature, I'd suggest talking to her instead of the idealist.
So, she's a writer too.
We're looking for Erd, Miss
Who would have thought?
Miss
This
Octavia.
place has got writers coming out of the woodwork. I thought it would be easy to find my writer friend in a prison. But what are the odds that I'd break into a place absolutely lousy with them?
Yeah. But we did also learn like everyone ever is like writing letters to Aleph somehow.
She used to be in their gatherings, until she got tired of their nonsense and started her own faction.
Oh? What's her own faction called? The new arrival brings out a change in the idealist. He clicks his tongue imperceptibly.
What are you doing here, Octavia? Haven't you heard? The era of chieftains, ghosts, and plantation stories is over. Visceral realism is the future.
Well, no way we're having a little scuffle right now about our ideals.
And has this brilliant visceral realism helped you finish any of these poems? What a waste of time. I'm not interested in your movement or arguing with you.
Okay.
I just walked by and happened to witness another episode of your brutal arrogance. And I'm not about to just stand aside and watch you repeat your mistakes.
Okay.
I'm taking Pablo to the physician.
Oh, shoot.
Care to lend a hand, Miss Jailer?
We agreed to mind our own business. Are you breaking our agreement? No one will be allowed to erase a word from our poems.
Okay, and are we having a scuffle? Like we're actually fighting, yep. Gallery of Bewilderment. Alright. Let's have a little scuffle.
Still check on
Who are we fighting? Oh, we're
Who's
fighting
careful?
both of them. I didn't expect that. Cool.
Haven't you let your ego cause enough trouble, idealist?
Better that than siding with the devil like you.
She's getting called the devil.
Enough. This pointless arguing ends now.
Yeah, let's beat up some prisoners who are like tied up. Madness. Oh, whoa, that's kind of scary. Rationality. Okay. Wait. Okay, whatever. I guess we'll have to take them both down, right?
Please stay behind me.
I will have a focus on the idealist for now. Only because he has the madness like effect on him. But I think they just decided to call it madness.
My responsibility. You won't get away.
Nice. Awesome.
Please
Let's
stay behind me.
defeat Octavia as well. Perfect.
Case closed. I'll be sure to write a report and put it on your table.
Good stuff indeed. Perfect. Alright guys, stop scuffling.
Stand down, both of you.
For real. Their heated debate continues without any concern for the jailer's warning.
You've never listened. I pity your followers. To be led by such a reckless megalomaniac. Do you even think about the consequences of your actions? We fought hard to earn the freedom to discuss literature under their watch. Your impulsive ego threatens to destroy everything we've built here.
Ooh.
Spare me the lecture, Octavia. We don't need permission to do as we please. You're just another puppet of power, kneeling to the eyes behind those glass walls.
Okay. I mean, everyone's like really convinced that there's, you know, someone behind those walls, and I actually don't know if there is. I guess maybe the jailers, but then, I guess the jailers just for like patrolling around the place, right? And we've got someone like actually on the tower, like staring out.
They've trained you to believe it was your own decision, to be good and conform. Who could have done a better job? When I look at you, all I see is a sheep, docile and obedient,
Whoa.
just the way the tower
Okay.
wants. What kind of work could someone like you create? Literature isn't defended by those lounging in cozy rooms, scribbling to soothing music.
Alright.
Have you looked in a mirror, idealist? You've become a pathetic windmill-tilting fool. A monster tearing down everything around you.
Okay. I'm afraid you
A
can't.
beast of prey, you mean? Naturally, a sheep would be appalled by the mere thought of such a creature.
Also, how is Bro gonna look at the mirror? He's covered in bandages on his face, and I don't even know why.
A fearful sheep caught in a vine, confusing the blade that would set it free with the jaws of a tiger.
Such a master of metaphor. But I beg you, learn to distinguish right from wrong, fantasy from reality. Only then can you truly lead our people toward what's right.
Damn.
Distinguish right from wrong. Don't make me laugh. Is that the limit of your vision?
This reminds me of like that one ridiculous debate in on the Payron, except like these arguments are actually based on like actual logic, kind of. Like these are sound arguments.
You...
No, I think the idealist has won the argument. Impassioned leader jumps onto nearby bench, striking a dramatic pose before the crowd. Bruh. No way. He raises his arms and launches into a speech.
House, friends, listen to me. There is no truer home to literature than a prison.
What the hell are we saying? And also, who the flipped the shotgun? A blast of deafening sound and all words fall from the air. You alright, Recoleta? What just happened? Bruce just got shot in the chest, and we're dead. GG. The idealist expression freezes. Oh shoot. None with shade of crimson seeps out. He's dead. His eyes search down from a frozen face to a dark red hole in his chest. So, who did that? I actually don't know who did that. Who would have a gun? Surely no one.
No. No!
Oh, she's got blood splattered on her. Wait, was I wrong? Is Idealist not like Aleph? Could Aleph actually be someone else? The horrified Arcanist stumbles back, screaming.
Who did this? Hands behind your head and drop to your knees. All of you now.
Who would even have access to a
This
gun?
is your last warning.
The prisoners show no reaction to the jailer's final ultimatum. They stare at the Idealist, unmoving.
Idealist, you're bleeding. It's in your chest.
Who shot him? As his life drains away, the Idealist appears unsurprised. He simply turns his gaze toward Recoleta.
You must
What must we do?
Yes. Idealist?
Why's the ceiling falling down? Unfinished words dissolve into silence as the prison itself begins to what the hell is happening? Is there like a prison raid? Is someone like breaking into the prison and freeing everyone? The entire exhibition hall twists and contorts, its surroundings warping beyond comprehension as if dissolving and expanding freely.
What's going on?
I don't know, Recoleta. Whoa. Who's doing this? Garden the forking pass. Go right. The hall is still. Time seems frozen in place until someone utters the first words.
Was he shot? Where did the bullet come from?
Damn, she's like really shaking.
Miss Jailer, and you ladies over there. Come, give me a hand. We need to get him to the physician.
Damn, him to the physician as well. He's gonna die. Her words ignite the first spark.
Did you do this, Octavia? You couldn't face the burning truth of his words, so you pierced his very heart instead, just as it was blazing with the fire of justice.
Bruh.
Or was it you, Jailer? Did you intend to crush the voice of poetry beneath your wheel of power?
Oh, we are all not of sound mind, bruh.
It has to be one of you devils in disguise, beasts in human skin.
Can't you see? I had nothing to do with this. I'm as innocent as any of you. I've been trying to keep order here, to protect everyone. And now you blame me?
Don't listen to her! The idealist made it very clear! She's trying to get us punished for her own gain! You're a murderer, Octavia!
Oh shit. The prisoner's fury erupts. Oh, in the chaos, Sonetto blocks an arcane skill that pierces the air. Thank you, Sonetto.
This is mad. You're accusing me without proof. It wasn't me.
This is getting out of hand. I suggest you ladies leave now.
How did we let the prison come into this? Like, this is kind of crazy.
No, wait.
What was the idealist trying to say though?
It all happened too fast. What happened to the idealist? Is he alright?
Well, bro got shot in the chest, it seems.
I didn't even get a chance to ask about Aleph.
As the tide of people surges around them, the line between life and death blurs beyond recognition.
I agree with the jailer. Timekeeper, Miss Recoleta, let's get out of here.
Well, jailer, good luck with dealing with this. Oh my goodness. This is not what I expected. I thought we'd be staying in the prison longer. The violent conflict rages on, and everything else becomes meaningless. The illusion of time dissolves, its flow unknown. Under the garden's influence, the frenzy of prisoners begin to resemble an unreadable, chaotic epic. At this moment, an unidentifiable figure enters their midst, though no one takes notice. The newcomer scrutinizes the motionless corpse.
His vitals are gone. At last, some peace and quiet.
Wait, this guy sounds exactly like the idealist. Is this Aleph?
Well, for a liar and a thief like him, there's hardly a better end than this.
Who are you? What is this? Wait, this is a D20 that we were seeing around the map. He reaches into the idealist's coat pocket and pulls out a die. It is an artifact marked by patterns veiled in smoke, an object seemingly not meant to exist in this world, a 20-sided die known only through an omniscient perspective. And now it is stained in an utterly corrupted blackness.
Just as I thought. You had it all along.
What is this thing? Kinda looks like a madness type artifact. What just happened, bro? Did that guy kill him? Did that guy kill the idealist? Now I'm so lost. I am so confused. Who is that other guy? He sounds exactly like the idealist. Well, maybe this will give us some information. Fate is like a mirror. Its strongest reflections are shaped by time. Alright. Let's see if we'll get another glimpse of Doris or... Oh, we're typing. Yes, we're back on Doris. Up to this point, I've participated firsthand in several sessions of La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas. Those literary experiments treated language as an advanced game, weaving reality and fiction into an invisible web and snaring everyone present in a maze of words. Never before had I been so intimate with literature or thought about it so deeply. I was amazed by how words could so vividly express both playfulness and values. Until that ordinary afternoon, when a poet named Ediardo was reciting his new piece with refined rhythm, and Miss Octavia was discussing the state of Sao Paulo with me. No one noticed anything unusual about Mr. Julio's condition. Just like you wrote in the Tin Soldiers of Sao Paulo. The greatness of Latin America lies in its richness, and from that richness comes misfortune, gnawed by insatiable greed. One man's poverty is another's feast. Suffering nourishes joy. They are like riverbanks, clearly divided. This duality, this paradox, isn't it precisely the kind of question we should be posing through literature? The thud of bone against a hard surface interrupts her. Julio is banging his head against the wall. Well, that's not good, buddy. Not enough! Not enough! Not like this. You can't grasp space and time. I'm still missing some essential language frameworks and thought patterns. With our current language system, I cannot catch the ghost of time. I can only let it slip away from the tip of my pen. Mr. Julio, what's wrong with you? I don't know. He's having a tough time though. Unlike the panicked Octavia, the other inmates around Julio seem unfazed. That wall is unscalable, Julio. I told you already. I can lend you some of my bandages from last week if you need them. Let's not use old bandages, I think that's really bad for you. For a permanently silent object, any form of narration is futile. In the end, you're just wrestling with your own shadow.
What
That
are you
inmate
all
looks
standing
really
around
cool, though.
for? Can't you see Julio's hurting himself?
Yes, we can. Octavia is clearly flustered. Doris knows she must first eliminate any outside interference that might obstruct her ability to help. Miss Octavia, please calm down. Tell me, what do you see?
It's Mr. Julio. He's hurt. Bleeding.
He tried to break through the mirror of language with his head, but it was actually a wall, bruh. By now, Doris has learned how to filter out the surreal embellishments typical of La Sociedad members in order to correctly assess the situation. I swear Doris has only spent like 3 total days in the prison, right? Before, you know, Timekeeper and Soneto arrived with Recoleta. Mirror or wall, it doesn't matter. Please take a closer look and describe what you see, clearly and without embellishment. What is Mr. Julio's condition? His muscles are spasming uncontrollably, as if jolted by a cold electric current. His face is tightening, twisting, like he's struggling against a silent force. His fingers are curling into unnatural shapes. Damn, this is a really great and detailed explanation. His expression keeps changing. First pain, then panic, and finally, blankness.
Sounds like he's having an epileptic seizure. Perhaps I could offer some help.
Epileptic seizure, okay. Thank you, Doris. Guided by the sound of Julio's whimpers, Doris approaches. His head is bloodied.
Please, Miss Octavia, help me so I can help him.
Could you lay him down flat on his side? We have to stop him from hurting himself. I can use my arcane skill. We can just do that in the prison? Okay, my bad. Flashing lights could worsen an epileptic seizure. Does your arcane skill emit intense light? If so, I must ask you to refrain from using it. Octavia hurriedly retracts her incantation. She presses down on Julio's shoulder and lowers him onto the cold hard floor. The doctor kneels quickly and gently turns to the man onto his side, preventing him from injuring himself any further. As time passed, Mr. Julio's convulsions began to subside, but his body remained stiff, his jaw clenched tight. I took a disposable bite pad from the first aid kit and carefully placed it in his mouth to keep him from biting himself. Eventually, the situation came under control and Mr. Julio's breathing stabilized. And there everyone went, straight back to the gathering as if it were only a minor inconvenience. I guess everyone does have some issues that occur, so no one's like two-faced. Thank you for your help, Miss Erd. Oh, we're calling her Miss Erd instead of Doris. The doctor responds with a silent smile. Although I think she did.
You seem experienced. Was it a major part of your responsibilities in Sao Paulo?
What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm fairly sure Doris did like introduce herself as like Erd, right? Or she wrote under the name Erd, so I guess that's why people are calling her Erd now. Yes, saving others is my profession. Writing is my hobby. In my home, I am first and foremost a doctor. Miss Erd, you have my utmost admiration as a doctor, as a writer, and even more as a person beyond any social categorization. You, a doctor who actually lived in the favelas, pointed the barrel at yourself before wielding your words as a weapon. Compared to you, I've achieved nothing of substance. All I do is wave ideals around, as if that's enough. Miss Octavia, I am simply a writer who follows her curiosity. I'm afraid I'm not qualified to provide you with any concrete advice, nor am I as great as you say.
You're well prepared for your vision and ambition, for modesty is such an essential part of writing, and you've just demonstrated a skillful use of introspection.
Sheesh.
Thank you for your kind words.
But I'd like to return to my room and think for a while. See you tomorrow. Okay. Nice little interaction, I guess. Why is this sad music playing? Okay, we've got the eyeball there. The idealist pursues his ideal to erect a magnificent vision atop the tower of literature. But for those outside the tower, what good is that magnificence? I guess maybe this is where she decides to start her own faction? Here I am, locked away in a prison, my words going no further than these walls. I even only have my life because of my wretched father.
It was foolish to think that ideas alone could ease people's pain.
Maybe we're no different from the heretics who were burned at the stake in the Middle Ages. Perhaps only professionals like Miss Erd, doctors with real expertise, can truly save a person. Wait, but this prison does have a doctor meant to handle every kind of issue, whose specialty is precisely in the mental field, the physicist. But he's not just a doctor, he's the overseer of this prison. I once asked the idealist why the person in charge here wasn't a regular jailer or a police chief, but a physician. As expected, he brushed me off with some grandiose, idealistic rhetoric. But why has the idealist always seemed so opposed to the physician?
Why?
Can't patients like Mr. Julio, who are clearly suffering, be sent to him?
Puzzles on top of puzzles. Questions after questions. My head.
Maybe this is why she supports the physicist so much, right? Because she thinks like he's like Mr. Erd. Yeah. Her sight echoes through the circular building, and it is soon answered by a chorus of other sighs.
I can't do this anymore.
Miss Octavia turned and walked away. Though she looked disheartened, I could still see the power of the unwavering force that drove her forward. What would that force be for me? Looking back, I too began to reflect on myself, to contemplate fate, that grand and irreversible force. Alright. That was nice. Well, pretty long, but we did it. Let's press on. Part 8, the spider's web. Okay, I swear we were gonna leave, but I guess we just somehow found our way into like a cell or something, because it seems like we're still in the prison. I thought we were like actually leaving the prison. Maybe we just left the area potentially.
Ladies, I must apologize for what happened back there.
No problem,
We were
Jelly.
caught off guard. There has never been a commotion of that scale before. I must report this to the physician.
Okay. We did learn that the physician is in charge of the prison itself as well.
Don't worry, Miss Jailer. We made it out in one piece.
Thank you for your understanding. Ordinarily, I would arrange to escort you to a safer location, but I'm afraid at this hour you'll have missed the last train.
Damn.
And the roads are icy at night.
Hearing this, Recoleta exchanges a quick but meaningful expression with her companions.
Verdun, we can't leave like this.
We still need to learn about Aleph and Erd.
We appreciate your kind consideration, Miss Jailer. But we still have some unfinished business here.
I see. I'll arrange a clean room in a safer section for you.
Thank you. Also, there's an
We'll
eye
do
here
our
as
best
well.
to ensure your safety tonight.
Has there always been like these like eye graffitis? Because there was one in Octavia's room as well. They're starting to pop out to me. Oh, and there's an eye there as well. That is kind of creepy. Who's going around drawing eyeballs in the walls? Okay, this is the exact same like room layout. Yeah. See, there's the eye. Another eye. Is that some text? Oh wait, that is some text. Can I read it? No, I can't really. And something rectus and felde. I don't know.
They actually found us a spare room.
Yes, Annetto.
Bleak, quiet, and somber.
I don't
It's
think
a cell like all the others.
I don't think I've read this, right? Night falls as the girls huddle together, scrutinizing their unfamiliar surroundings.
Don't worry. This isn't the first time we've ended up on the wrong side of the bars.
Well, back on the pay run.
At least this time we're just here for the night, not a full sentence.
Seneto lets out a whisper-thin protest.
Though, this cell is quite different from the ones we've been in before. Not just the cell. The whole prison is unlike anything I've seen. And the society they've been running here isn't some mere pastime. They're having real discussions about meaningful topics, even though the rest of the world has been cut off from them.
Yeah?
But we're still in an Arcanist prison. A place where conflicts and violence can erupt at any moment. Let's not forget that. Miss Jailer warned us from the start. These prisoners are mentally unstable and potentially dangerous.
That is true.
Miss Recoleta, with all due respect, we can't afford to see this place through rose-colored glasses. We'd be overlooking the risks, as we did earlier.
And with all due respect, Soneto, we didn't overlook any danger. At least I didn't. A writer must be observant if she is to accurately reflect the world in her writing.
Damn.
But you...
We came here with different goals. And still, none of them have been accomplished.
Exactly. We still
I
need
suggest
Erd
we
and
focus
Aleph.
on our respective missions, instead of fighting with one another.
Can't believe the idealist is dead, bro. What? I was like convinced he was like Aleph, you know?
Apologies, Timekeeper. Miss Recoleta, I take back everything I said.
Oh, damn. That's quick.
Don't apologize, Soneto. I'm at fault too. Sometimes I forget that words can be as sharp as swords. You were only thinking about our safety. I shouldn't have been so rude.
This might be the smoothest, like, the dissolution of a argument or like disagreement ever. Wow.
I actually really admire how you fought back there. If you'd allow me, I'd like to write a poem for you once my novel's finished.
Okay. Oh, the blush.
That's terribly kind of you. But honestly, I think we've had enough poetry today to last a lifetime.
No, Vertin, we can never have enough
Let
poetry.
me know if you change your mind. By the way, did either of you see what happened to the idealist?
I mean, we heard a gunshot and then he started bleeding, so we're assuming that he was shot. Recalling their recent conflict, the indomitable girl finally hesitates.
The jailer told me she went back to the gallery once everything calmed down. She found nothing. No blood, no shell cases, not even a trace of the idealist.
So was his death like an illusion or something? To like trigger something in the followers? The society that followers maybe? But why would he do that? So I'm thinking like that guy who sounded like the idealist maybe could be like Aleph, you know, or just the idealist, and like he has an arcane ability that lets him like conjure illusions maybe, and he did that to like, I don't know, turn everyone on the Sociedad against like Octavio or something. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna guess that the Idealist faked his death or something somehow.
Timekeeper, now's really not the time for ghost stories.
Do you mean that maybe the Idealist somehow managed to get out of there on his own? Or perhaps someone else helped him?
That is also a possibility that he was collaborating.
Well, according to the Idealist and our jailer, any inmates who are unwell will be taken to the physician.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible someone brought him there, while everyone else was shouting and running about.
That is possible, I guess.
You're right. It could be that he's with the physician right now. I'm relieved. That was a sudden plot twist, but a visionary of his magnitude doesn't deserve to die in silence like that.
Yep, I guess not.
To be fair, the gunshot was quite loud, as was the ensuing commotion.
Nonetheless, he couldn't have just died like that. I mean, the readers would riot if a writer were to kill off a character so abruptly.
Okay, that's pretty meta.
But you believe he's still alive too, am I right?
Sorry, I'm just trying to like, position like my hair like in front of my head like this, and I can't lie, it's really like annoying to the vision. Maybe you just get used to it, like Recoleta, because otherwise I feel like having hair directly down the middle of your head it can be obstructive potentially. She knows her words are merely a cover. She needs an answer, a real undeniable answer.
There's nothing that we can be certain of for now. But on a brighter note, we didn't come back empty-handed from our mission either, Sonetto.
We didn't? What did we gain? I mean, we did see diggers with Manus' hand on him. Does that count as info?
We found Dr. Dorez's signature in the gallery.
Oh yeah, we did, yeah.
You were right all along, Recoleta. She was here.
Yep, that is true.
But we didn't see her at the gathering. Could something have happened to her, like with the Idealist?
Probably not.
Do you think she was also sent to the physician and never made it back?
I don't think so.
This is all just speculation. If
Yeah.
we want to find the Idealist, or Dr. Dorez,
We're gonna have to check all the prison cells.
we need to speak to this physician first.
Oh. Well, hopefully we come back after seeing the physician.
Miss Recoleta, do you believe that the Idealist could be your pen pal, Aleph?
Whether he is or not, he's still my best lead.
Awesome. That name touches a nerve once again.
Amigas, I've had this strange feeling in my gut since we got here. Something is slowing us down.
What is slowing us down?
Now, to figure out what it is...
Okay. A silent fear grips her, like ripples suddenly appearing on the once still lake and settling in its quiet, disturbance.
Look, it's a wild guess, but just wait till I finish.
Ricoleta's about to drop some crazy theory, and it's 100% gonna be true. What could be slowing us down in this prison?
It feels like everything happening in this prison is somehow connected to my novel, El auge y la caída de la cordura.
Oh. I mean, it was evident that, her characters were, reminiscent, right? Reminiscent of the events that, of people, right, that we've met, right? Because we had the bank clerk / the man with the same footsteps, right? Who I'm thinking would be like the Idealist, or Aleph, sorry. And Aleph actually proposed that idea of the bank clerk, right, to Recoleta. And of course we've got the blind para researcher or something, right? That's Erd or Dorez. And in the story, if I recall, Erd is like confined to a cave, right? So she met some people in the town. I forgot the name. She met some people in the town to learn about the die. Wait, the die of the die of something. Yes. No, we learned about this. We learned about the die of something inside the story, right? And in her story, the Erd character came around to like learn about it, right? Because it's like some ancient thing, and we literally saw die when that question mark guy picked it up from the body of the idealist. Interesting. But in that story, like, Erd was like confined to a cave, so maybe she's like isolated in somewhere else right now or something.
We're no strangers to wild guesses, and sometimes they're closer to the truth than you'd think. So
this book?
The Rise and Fall of Sanity.
Let's hear it, Recoleta.
Sorry. What exactly is your story about?
Your question scatters the midnight gloom. Outside, moonlight spills over gray-white snow.
Huh. Nunca pensé que te interesaría.
Recoleta, please enlighten us. But now I'm interested, because her story got a lot of revisions from Aleph himself. So what if it's not that her book is showing things that will happen? Well, actually it kind of would be, but more like Aleph gave the ideas to Recoleta to put in her book, and these events just happen to be things that Aleph has already planned for the future, and he's enacting them now, maybe.
It starts... Sorry, it's been a while since I told it from the beginning.
Although, I guess he can't control...
A few years ago, I worked as a forest ranger. It happened in a desert town called Amalfitano, in Sonora, back in 1975.
Okay. I'm guessing this I is Erd, right? The character for Erd, the para researcher. The two patient listeners watch the stammering girl waiting for the next part of her story.
You know what? Most people say the beginning's a bit hard to get into, except for Aleph. I'm thinking of rewriting it.
But yeah, now I'm rethinking my idea about Aleph giving her the ideas and him carrying out the plan, because there's no way Aleph could have predicted the arrival of Erd, right? Unless he can tell the future, but I don't think so. But yeah,
but
interesting.
If you like the sound of it so far, maybe I could read you the latest part I just finished?
Sure. I mean, how updated is that? Is that like related to like, is it like, 2 hours from now, from our present? Or like a few days maybe? She studies her readers' expressions, guessing madly at their responses.
Please.
Enlighten us, Recoleta. Here we are. Story time in prison.
Todo empezó con los datos de frecuencia de las cintas.
It all started with the frequency data from the tapes.
El patrón general parecía haber cambiado. Al principio, la
Paracausality.
investigadora de paracausalidad lo atribuyó a un error estadístico. Un fallo, tal vez. Oh, sorry. But after a few days and long nights of meticulous calculations, that explanation only became less and less plausible. The odds of success and failure kept shifting, and the chance of repeating the previous result kept growing. It was as if someone had tampered with the rules and tweaked it to their liking. She took her findings to Amalfitano, the town of nothing, as they called it then.
Okay. And this is her latest part, and not from the beginning?
Near the old looms, she met a blind weaver who spoke softly of an old tale.
A blind weaver?
I heard a strange rustling at dawn, like a die rolling along a wooden floor. Then the morning light dimmed and died. That was the last time I saw the sun, my own hands, or the threads I worked with.
Oh.
The second time I heard the die roll, I was told the oxen in the fields sank to their knees and never stood again.
What a powerful die.
By the third roll, the fields were crawling with frogs. Plows ran over them, and some still writhed, squeezing themselves deeper into the cracks in the earth. the 4th time the die rolled. 10 dormice plunged into the sea in a strange sleepwalk. And 10 bears feasted for the last time before winter arrived. The final roll of the die was cast in a cage during a duel. Before a crowd of eager eyes, the winner left with 10 pounds of gold, and the loser left with 10 flies, which fell on him to feast.
Interesting. So are we saying like that this duel is like kind of what happened like with the idealist and like Octavia? Is that what we're suggesting? The quiet spreads through their cell like a rolling
Is
tide.
that all?
Seems like it.
Wait, don't tell me that was the whole novel. We were, although yeah, the town of nothing. Like I thought that was the start of the story, but then she said like she was talking about the most recent part.
Well, there's more, but I haven't quite figured those parts out yet. Any thoughts? Anything. I can take it. Please, I really need some feedback.
Okay, first off, I need to know if that's like the entirety of the beginning of your story, because I don't know, it feels like it's not that much, but regardless, yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool, pretty vague by these dice rolls, but I mean, I guess the die's pretty OP, and you know, that came across, you know, and yeah, we should probably look for this die, because it's very dangerous.
I wonder if the protagonist ever finds this Die of Babylon in the end.
I sure hope so. I would like for that to happen, please. Okay, and now I remember the name as well, because it's the Die of Babylon.
Oh, Verton, it isn't a real die, it's just a metaphor.
I'm sorry, Rekla, you... My bad. I'm just not literate enough to know that. My bad.
Oh, I see. I must have missed that. Sorry. Still, it's a beautiful story. Sad, but beautiful.
Come on, Verton, that can't be the extent of the story. Like it's like the beginning, you know, the beginning of the story. Yeah, Verton missed that as well, like me. Yeah.
The story is still too obscure, isn't it? Aleph warned me about this. In our last correspondence, he suggested adding the Blind Weaver to shed light on the hidden theme.
The hidden theme? There's a hidden theme? Is it so hidden that we couldn't even see it just now?
It helped at first, but even with a sage advice, no matter how hard I tried, the plot just didn't seem to move forward.
And is that why she wanted to come here to Kamala?
Feel stuck in that village with them, lost, dazed, isolated inside their small, disconnected moments. Something crucial is missing, leaving gaps between the characters and the scenes.
Oh.
Should I change the storyteller's perspective? Start a different angle? Or maybe rewrite the characters completely? What should I do?
Before the writer sinks into a swirling vortex of self-doubt, someone decides to push for something tangible.
Apologies, but you said your story somehow connects to what's happening here in the Panopticon. What makes you think that?
Yeah, I don't know. I can really only think of like that final dice roll that relates to like the duel, right? And then, you know, one died, but I guess in this case Octavia won, but I mean, she didn't really win. She was like getting cooked by the idealist. I don't know, man. But I mean, yeah, Recolette did say she feels stuck in that village with them. So it's kind of like us, right? We are kind of like the villagers of that town now, right? At least in the story.
It's a strange feeling. Like everything here belongs to a dream I once had. Only I can't remember it.
Do you mean that you have a sense of deja vu? It's nothing to worry about. Our psychiatrist friend Kakanya told me those moments are often the result of a dysfunctional connection between two parts of the brain, like a little glitch in our heads.
Okay, so I guess this implies that we've somehow found our way. Kakanya somehow found her way back to the Foundation, so that's awesome. Nice.
No, it's nothing like deja vu.
My bad, sorry. The storyteller snaps back, politely agitated.
Deja vu is a single moment, a specific situation. But here it's everything. La Sociedad, the rules, the idealist, even the incidents in the gallery. Each one unfolds in a similar pattern, like the grooves on a record, telling a story I feel I've listened to before.
Damn.
Amalfitano and Comala. They're two sides of that same record, playing out the same tune. Whatever happens in my story seems to be happening here too.
I mean, okay.
I had that feeling when I met you as well, Miss Verton.
Whoa, that's really
At
far
first
back.
I thought it was only an interesting coincidence. You're much like the first character in my story. A traveler with a suitcase.
Oh yeah. I thought that was Verton as well. But then she said a paracausality researcher, and then I got lost and thought it was Erd. The girl rambles on, desperately relating to her characters.
But then I realized, the doctor, your Doris, she's like the blind weaver who lost her sight to the dye despite having always been faithful to it.
Okay, my bad. I must have misremembered her story then. Cause I thought I think I just got confused by the paracausality researcher role. That got me thinking it might be Doris. Cause wasn't the researcher blind? And she was telling the footsteps apart? Well, I don't know. Maybe this is a different iteration of the story.
And the jailer, she's the bank clerk who assisted the corporation in taking over the town in order to escape her past.
No, this is... If the jailer is being referred to as the bank clerk now, that means this is definitely a different iteration of the story. Because the bank clerk was a man who said he was going to a party or something, and then came back with a different personality, or someone who doesn't even remember having gone to that party, right?
And the idealist, he's the murdered donkey driver, and the dye of Babylon. No. Mis queridos amigos ficticios. ¿Qué rayos les está pasando?
Wait. Are you saying that everyone we've met here matches a character from your story? Like some kind of archetype?
That would be pretty crazy.
That sounds unbelievable. But then again, maybe you're onto something. You see the world through a different lens that none of us share.
Not just the characters. The events here are mirroring my story too.
It would be great if you could have told us all of those things, though.
Aleph, he's the only one who truly understood my story. If things are playing out just like my novel, then
Then we can ask him, and maybe we'll know how things are supposed to be unfolding out here in real
maybe
world.
Aleph is in fact still here.
Are you suggesting that someone is controlling the panopticon in order to make it follow the same plot as your story?
That's kind of crazy, though.
That they've set the rules, started the poetry group, planned the attack on the idealist, and tried to prevent us from finding Dr. Dorez?
Someone like Aleph.
If that's true, Miss Recoleta, it's very likely that the one acting against us is in fact Aleph himself.
That's a lot of work though. Why would we do all of this just on Recoletta's story? Recoletta never expected the chain of reasoning to unravel this way.
But No. How could that be possible?
How could that be possible? This is so jarring. She interrupts only for confusion to creep onto her face moments later.
Why? Why would he do this?
This is all speculation, by the way, guys.
Don't see any reason why he'd be connected. He's an intelligent, cultured, and profound person, not a common killer. No, none of this adds up.
Remember, Dr. Doris was brought to Ushuaia by the Xeno rebels.
Yeah?
And we know they're connected to Manus Vindicte. If this Aleph really is hiding Doris from us, he may be working with them.
Interesting. Recoletta stares back blankly for a time before clumsily shifting the topic.
Oh, my... Soneto. I didn't know you had such a flair for stories. Maybe you should join us and become a visceral realist too.
Bruh.
I think you're only imagining things. Perhaps you were inspired by this strange prison?
Recoletta, what on earth are we saying?
Perhaps we all need to start writing our own stories. Come out now. Whoever's out there, speak up.
Yeah, we heard some rattling in the background.
How can we help you?
Who's there?
I don't want to fight. Who's there? And we're fighting. We're literally fighting. Who are we fighting, though?
Filter complete.
We're fighting some unknown people. This person just looks like Octavia, but they just blacked her out. Whatever, let's fight these fellas.
Perfectly understood.
Please stay still. Please let me recover. Calm.
Alright.
My responsibility.
What a tyrant.
Alright. Let's wrap up this fight. Perfect.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
Okay. Oh, we've got Trace. They covered their eyes, they descend into madness. Let's read this document. When they speak of Manus Vindicte, their tone is always light, often laced with jokes. Colorful descriptions, like a greasy-headed musician smearing tiles like a drunk Edward Goya, frequently crop out in their poetry. Even though I have never seen such a scene myself, I can still grasp their attitude toward Manus Vindicte. It was an oppression surpassing even their past sufferings. Yet, subconsciously they ignored the similarity, perhaps out of denial, or perhaps because this prison had already taught them to obey, also subconsciously. But as far as I know, Manus Vindicte did bring their terror here. Those masks drove Arcanists to insanity and caused unbearable suffering, as if they were caught in an inescapable snare. After prolonged torment, they lost the ability to utter even a single phrase of their own language, reduced to slaves of this underground faction. Left with only a singular thought, their souls having left the empty husk of their former selves. And as for humans, it seems they were driven to death en masse. At night they were not allowed prolonged sleep, woken by their companions every hour to sit beneath the watchtower and chant prayers. And by dawn, high-intensity training and interrogations that did not require or expect any answers would begin again. The purpose of Manus Vindicte is buried beneath these cruel methods, as clear as the deepest crevice in the ice field. It is nothing but destruction. They seek to completely destroy humanity. Classic Manus Vindicte. Let's press on to part 9, the Central Tower. Who's out there?
Easy, easy. It's me, Garcia. We met at the gallery earlier.
Hello, Garcia and Octavia. What the flip are you guys doing here?
Please, I come in peace.
Recoletta pays no mind to the young man's explanations. Her focus holds on the woman beside him.
It's you!
Octavia, the murderer herself.
Oh, Recoleta is a bit delusional as well.
Please, calm yourself.
There's literally
Miss
no
Recoleta.
proof.
The jailer has already confirmed that she wasn't the one to fire at the idealist. The shot came from somewhere else in the room.
Recoleta bites her lip, giving up a little space to the intruders.
Miss Octavia, what brings you here at this hour?
I come here out of goodwill. Believe me, I didn't want any bloodshed either. I understand you just arrived today. There's something you need to know about the inmates here.
Their visitor's expression is weary and low.
We're outcasts, rejected by society and literature, and our privileges are limited within these walls. But before I started my own literature group, I struck a deal with the Panopticon authorities.
Oh, what, like the physicist himself or the jailer?
If we cooperate and stay out of trouble, they'd leave us be. We could discuss literature freely and openly in Comala. Such a thing may seem trivial to you, but this is of immense importance to us.
Okay, so she was the one who struck the deal for this originally.
Oh, there's no happier thing in this world than discussing literature. No one should ever put limits on it.
Okay.
You're right, Recoleta. But we're prisoners here. There are certain rules we have to follow. Except, the idealist didn't see it our way. He refused to compromise, believing that the long poem and his so-called ism could break us free from the cage of the ever-watchful eye.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps he was right. You might have achieved more if you'd listened to him. After all,
Bruh.
visceral realism keeps us connected to who we are. You have to believe in the truth of visceral realism, because out there, beyond these walls, many of us still do.
Oh.
And what has it changed? Garcia, you're the latest inmate here. Tell us, 3 months ago, before they arrested you and took you here, what has the visceral realism movement accomplished out there?
Ooh. Beside them, Garcia, who had been patiently leaning against the railing, produces a metallic vibration on its grates. A rough paper roll burns between his lips.
At first, it was revolutionary. Young poets joined in droves. We held gatherings. And the literary world seemed alive again. I was just a kid when the leading poets left the city. Everyone thought it was only temporary. But they didn't come back. And nothing has happened since.
Oh.
No one says it. But we all know. Visceral realism died in 1977.
Ooh.
No, not for me. It's not dead as long as people still believe in it. I believe in it.
Octavia ignores the childish remark. She knows that conviction can be as fragile as a spider's web.
Belief, faith, what is this obsession with the true self? Why does your type always insist on there being a true self hiding beneath our roles in society? Our disciplines?
Look at the idealist. He never once stopped fighting for what he believed in, even long after he was put behind these bars.
Idealist, what a name he gave himself. Who will he be when he finally breaks free from the eyes of the central tower? When he's left without his willful audience? And nobody. That's what.
Ooh.
And that is a truth even he is terrified of.
Miss Octavia, I hope you've come with something more important to share than just some criticism of the idealist.
You're right. I have an important message for you.
From whom?
Dr. Torres.
Okay. Yes?
I heard you were looking for her.
That's right.
The woman from the Sao Paulo Veterans Residence. She used to write under the name Erd, didn't she?
That's right, Octavia. How did you...
Yes.
Where is she?
That's right. Do you know her? You're the first person I've met here to speak plainly about her. Do you know where she might be?
We crossed paths, but only briefly. I'm not sure where she's gone. Maybe the
Bruh.
authorities know. However, she left this with me. I think you'll need it more than I do.
Oh. That's her notebook, no? Octavia hands over her personal folder. Before they might open it, she has already turned to leave.
We have other matters to attend to. I'll leave you to your business. Garcia, shall we?
Their visitors leave in haste, their faces and expressions obscured by the night shadows. The Foundation's investigators open the worn manuscript folder with caution. What is this, friends from afar?
The physician told me the horrifying truth about the panopticon of Kamala and the power behind it. Manus Vindictae.
Oh shoot.
By
Who is the
becoming
physician,
the
bruh?
Panopticon's sole patron, they seized control of the resources and the allocation system, turning this place into a living hell. I suspect that the physician, the current highest authority here, is responsible for this situation. I discovered that the inmates were put through brutal training, even when they were too sick to carry out their tasks. They also forced pure-blood Arcanist inmates to wear their masks, effectively turning them into murmuring puppets.
Well, that is terrible.
Just as we suspected, Manus Vindictae is orchestrating everything.
Classic Manus
No wonder we
Vindictae.
didn't find them in the city. They've been hiding here all along.
No one would have thought to come looking for them here.
They snapped the folder shut. A familiar signature seen on the forward page of the Utu magazine, and a receipt found in Sao Paulo's heartfelt home.
But why would Miss Octavia bring this to us? What's in it for her?
I don't
Do
know.
you think she's trying to mislead us, Timekeeper?
Maybe she wants us to defeat the physicist, you know, and stop this madness.
Maybe. But the handwriting in that notebook is most certainly Erd's. If she's leading us astray on purpose, why? Miss Recoleta, what do you think? Could she be Aleph?
Not a chance. Haven't you seen how she denies everything beautiful in the world? Aleph would never be so biased.
Bruh.
No. Aleph is like a mirror. He reflects both light and shadow. But, Octavia, maybe she hasn't looked at the shadow within for a long time. I know that look on her face. It's the look of a writer. I've seen so many like her during my trip. The faces of a lost, struggling generation.
Okay. Why are we fading to black? Where are we? We're outside the prison, okay. Under the night sky, Kamala Prison stands like a forgotten gravestone covered by fine cold snow. Is there like someone out here that we need to see? We're fading into black again. Oh, and we're back inside. In a room repurposed from a prison cell, three girls in search of someone share an absurd, bizarre tale. Meanwhile, at the entrance of the central watchtower, a jaguar knocks on a secure door. Okay.
Dr. Merlin, I'm here to report on today's events.
Dr. Merlin, is this the physicist?
Come in.
Wait, this is the silhouette of the guy who killed the idealist. Sorry, not kill, but the guy who picked up the die. And also, he does sound a bit like the idealist just now as well. So I think it is the same person. Here we are. Central Tower waiting area. Okay. Frantic writing breaks the quiet of the room. The jailer's visit does not deter the man behind the desk. He continues writing, wholly absorbed, as if each letter were filling the world around him.
There was a commotion in the gallery today, sir. An inmate known as the Idealist was severely injured. The
Oh, he's not
inmates
dead?
nearby said he lost consciousness from blood loss.
Wait, I thought he was dead, but he's only severely injured.
However, after we put everyone back in their cell, the Idealist was gone. I made a sweep of the grounds, but there was no trace of him. It's possible that he regained consciousness and went into hiding. I'll perform a full search tomorrow.
The Jaguar finds herself quite unexpectedly concealing the truth about Pablo.
No need.
This is Aleph. And he's the physician. Oh, sheesh. Yeah, this has to be Aleph. This is, Aleph's design, I believe.
Sir?
He knew the consequences of breaking the rules, did he not?
Oh, so this is a separate person to the idealist.
Sir, with all due respect, I think today's incident proved just how dangerous it is to let the inmates keep their weapons.
They can keep their weapon? That's crazy.
We never should have let them walk around with deadly weapons. Even if we had to, we should have doubled the guards. We can't expect them to follow their own rules simply out of fear of the central tower.
The physician interrupts her sharply with no hint of concern.
Such matters fall beyond your purview, jailer. You only need to do what's required of your title. Is there anything else?
There is another thing. 2 guests from the Foundation came through today. They said they were looking for someone named Doris.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, the physician's gonna murk us
They've
now.
shown a willingness to cooperate, though they were involved with the incident in Corridor 0.
The sound of writing continues. Her report is disregarded. The jailer takes a deep breath. The next part is difficult to say. Oh, okay, so I guess he doesn't care.
Sir, there is one more thing. I told Miss Octavia we're short on rations, and she's adjusted the inmates' portions accordingly, but that won't last long. Manus Vindicti stopped providing supplies back in March, and Sino has collected all the prisoners they had previously placed in her custody. I just wonder why they have so suddenly withdrawn from Ushuaia and brought all the prisoners with them.
Interesting.
I also noticed that we haven't received any orders from the government since Warden Tartuffe was transferred. In fact, we haven't had any communication with them at all. Sir, in frank terms, we're facing down a serious shortage of medicine, food, and basic supplies. At this rate, the Panopticon will soon be unable to operate. Where will our inmates go then?
That's not good. What's bro writing, bruh? He's writing letters, maybe? Or novel? The man before her says nothing for a long time, his pen still flickering over the page.
Can we ask the Foundation for help?
Oh,
They've sent their people here. Maybe they're interested in the Panopticon?
that's like GG. We hate the Foundation, jailer. As the Manus Vindicte fans we
I
are.
could arrange a meeting if you like.
You're unusually talkative today.
I'm surprised the physician doesn't show like any like stance on the Manus or the Foundation, or yeah, he's just not showing any evident stance on it right now, which is strange because I thought he's like working for Manus Vindicte. The man finally stops writing and looks up.
Pardon, sir?
That's fascinating, you know. You've become so much more concerned about this place and its inmates than when you first started.
Oh.
You are now dictated by your title.
Ooh. Bro looks crazy cool. Wonder what his eyes look like though.
I didn't mean to overstep. I'm sorry.
You can go now. I have a great deal of work to do. Oh, and one more thing.
Okay. He beckons the jailer back before she leaves.
Make sure this month's Kamala Congress is held according to schedule.
Okay. I don't know what that
yes,
is.
sir.
The Jaguar disappears beyond the door, metallic footsteps fading into the distance. Only then does the physician allow his suppressed frustration to surface.
How many times have I warned you about this? The idealist has to go. He's nothing but trouble for us. You're too soft on him, Aleph. Look at the mess he has us in now.
Oh, he's talking to Aleph.
Calm down.
Okay, no. Okay, there's like an inner echo. No, this person does have the ID, surely.
He's a rabble-rousing thief, a self-destructive maniac, a snake in the grass.
Wait. Yeah, no, that's like that's like the strap, right, on the idealist's outfit. Yeah, I think maybe like the physician, the idealist, and Aleph are like all this person potentially. That's crazy though. Does no one ever like visit the idealist's cell?
He even stole the Tea of Kamala from me. He's nearly ruined everything we've worked for.
The Tear of Kamala. And oh, you can see the die here. The man angrily raises the once lost and now found die. In the dim room, it flickers with a comforting glow.
It's only a die, Merlin. It does nothing more than a die can do.
Oh yeah, this guy's name is Merlin, right? It was Dr. Merlin.
You were there today. You saw what he did. He managed to change the panopticon with this die, even if only for a second.
Oh, was that when he was arguing with Octavia?
He'll ruin my work, Aleph. He's a slave to his passion. His head is filled with impulsive thoughts. I don't trust him. We can't trust him. I've done everything you've asked. Now it's time to do your part.
Aleph responds with indifference to the physician's frustration, continuing his writing without pause.
Time's ticking down. I can't afford any further mistakes. No one can be permitted to stop my experiment in the panopticon.
Oh, bro's doing an
I'll
experiment.
prove it to them. That we have found the path to the ultimate answer.
Okay, buddy. Interesting stuff. Very intriguing. Yeah, I'm still wondering how the idealist got shot. Cause from that exchange, I'm like pretty sure that the idealist, Dr. Merlin slash the physicist, and Aleph, it seems to me, that they all share the same body, but I could be wrong. But it seems that way to me. And seems like the physicist doesn't really like the idealist. I wonder if the tower inside the prison has seen this. On Xeno defectors. Based on the above information and recent intelligence from the Timekeeper squad, it is confirmed that Xeno's defector unit had entered Kamala prison. Oh shoot. Which held numerous arcanists and withdrew from Ushuaia on March 2nd. The operation clearly involves cooperation with the Manus Vindicate. Oh wait, yeah, no, I remember something about this, yeah. The current whereabouts of the defectors remains unclear, pending further intelligence from the Timekeeper squad. The information is fragmented and primarily inferential. For the full reasoning behind the operation and additional details, refer to attachments 428, okay. Prison reform notes. Look, the smallest of clues, the greatest of structures, built brick by brick. I do wonder what the tier of Kamala is though. Maybe it's like something like that that the physicist has been like accumulating throughout like working on the panopticon. Prison reform notes. During the third Kamala Congress, someone's daily dose of diapism was reduced from 2 3/4 tablets to none. Damn. Replaced with 2 classified poetry collections and 60 chlorpromazine tablets to be taken 1.5 per day. 2 days, 11 hours, 8 minutes, and 4 seconds later, an 8mm crack appeared on the bar of his cell, which is on the 2nd floor, near the 3rd staircase, and is the 8th cell from the left. It scraped off a 4x3mm fragment from the 32nd tile. Mentions... Sorry. Mentions of the other me increased from 3 times in 48 hours to 25 times in 48 hours. Oh. 4 days, 3 hours, 7 minutes, and 8 seconds later, he transitioned from merely collecting manuscript paper to collecting manuscript paper and mirror fragments. Within the next 24 hours, he collected 11 mirrors, which totaled 103 shards. During the 6th Kamala Congress, someone's supply of fluoxetine and valproate was completely discontinued, replaced with 4 classified literary selections and 4 rolls of bandages. Averaged 32 bangs against bars and walls per hour. The bandages were all used up within 4 days, 14 hours, 20 minutes, and 9 seconds, with 89.3 centimeters lost in the water due to excessive ripping. Wrote 15 pages of poetry over 10 days, 6 hours, 8 minutes, and 3 seconds. Tore up 14 of those pages and swallowed the remaining one. Bruh, what the flip? This is pretty jarring stuff. Who are we talking about, though? Is he talking about himself? The idealist? Well, let's press on. Part 10? The Ant Mill. Alright. Story time.
La cabaña con el techo azul estaba silenciosa como siempre.
Okay.
En un sueño fugaz, la investigadora de paracausalidad descubrió la verdad detrás del dado de Babilonia. Examinó cuidadosamente los patrones ocultos, como un astuto astrólogo rastrea los movimientos de las estrellas. Lo que pueda parecer errores o accidentes no niega las verdades del destino. Por el contrario, afirman su existencia. Solo pregúntale al gran Heráclito.
I don't know who that is, I'm afraid.
En un
Here's the
universo
die.
no observado, el dado de Babilonia gira perpetuamente, dictando el destino de todos en un tiempo que es tanto infinitamente largo como infinitamente corto. Mira, cerró los ojos. Respetaba la aleatoriedad de los números y el destino. Respetaba el juicio del dado. De lo contrario, se habría perdido sumisamente en los huecos del tiempo y bajaría para siempre como un fantasma en el olvido.
Interesting. Does that mean we're gonna learn about the die, you know, anytime soon, if we're gonna keep following the story? In a solemn prison hall, under the half light of the next day, the prisoners of Kamala gather. Octavia steps onto the podium with a stern expression.
First, allow me to make one thing clear. I had absolutely nothing to do with what happened to the Idealist yesterday. I swear it on my career. As you all know, the Idealist and I are the representatives of the 2 factions of La Sociedad de Poetas de las Américas. As you also know, we have been at peace since the Let Sleeping Dogs Lie agreement was signed a few months ago.
Why is this glitching? The Let Sleeping Dogs Lie. What is this agreement? Is that like the agreement where she managed to get like the authorities to grant them like some freedom?
Despite our differing views, we have coexisted to this day under the watchful gaze of the Central Tower. Rest assured that we will work tirelessly to locate the missing Idealist.
Don't put so much pressure on yourself, Miss Octavia. His death wasn't your fault. After all, he was the one who threw the first verbal dagger.
Bruh, what? The murmurs cascading below reached the ears of the prisoners from another faction.
Show some respect, you morons. The Idealist is missing, not dead. I'm sure he'll show up in one piece before we know it.
Yep.
Better face the hard truth now, Roberta. Though, I have to say, it won't be easy for you to find a new leader as mad as him.
Damn, we're already hating on the other faction again. A polite cough from the hostess pauses the heated debate.
Please, everyone, quiet down. According to the agreement, today's Congress should have been chaired by the Idealist. Since he is still missing, I will be acting on his...
Pardon my lateness. Go ahead. I'm ready to moderate.
Who are you? Sounds like the jailer, but is that the jailer? Unfamiliar footsteps break the regular pattern of events. The jailer leads her visitors to the entrance of the prison hall.
Miss Firth, I looked over the incarceration and visitor records from the past 6 months.
That was the jailer, right?
Pardon my lateness. Go ahead. I'm ready to moderate.
Was it like question mark though? Whatever.
There
Okay,
was no
who
mention
visited?
of anyone named Doris.
Then it seems only the physician knows the whereabouts of Dr. Dorez. Miss Jailer, we need to meet with the physician. It's important.
Listen, you really shouldn't take the inmates' ramblings too seriously.
Considering the identity of the person before her, the jailer softens her tone.
But if it's as critical as you say, I'll make another request later. That said,
Awesome.
I'm afraid the meeting won't happen for at least a few days.
Oh damn.
Understood.
Are we just gonna be chilling in the prison for a few
now,
days?
Please join us for today's Congress.
Yeah, alright.
Espectacular!
What did they do
Do
in
you
this
hold literary
Congress?
salons like this every day? This place is practically a writer's paradise.
Bruh.
So, you're the host of the salon, Octavia? I say we set aside our differences and have a titillating literary discussion.
Bruh.
You've come at the right time. You may serve as witnesses for the Congress alongside the jailer, like a citizen's jury in a court.
Okay.
Your suggestion aligns with the congressional rules. Very well.
Huh? Congress? Witnesses? Isn't this a salon? Which topic are we discussing? Literary theories? Schools? Principles? Languages? Oh, narrative perspectives?
None of those.
What are we here to discuss? Octavia lowers her head, giving her questioner a long and deep look.
This Congress is about the randomness of fate, Miss Recoleta.
Ooh.
Randomness of fate?
Dice? Ooh, randomness, like rolling a dice, you know, like the die of Babylon. As she sinks into confusion and bewilderment, the jailer's voice rises to a triumphant introduction.
Dear visitors from the Foundation, allow me to introduce the Kamala Congress. What happened yesterday was merely a brief anomaly. In the Panopticon, spontaneous order among the inmates is the norm, and the Kamala Congress serves as its truest reflection.
Spontaneous order?
What does that
Yes.
even mean?
Through the Congress, the inmates assign and distribute medication, communal duties, and rest periods. They are entirely self-regulated.
Okay. Her tone is filled with pride.
I hereby announce the commencement of the 7th Kamala Congress.
Okay. Amazing. Let's begin. Ouch. Oh, sorry. I accidentally kicked something. As the words fall, Octavia takes out a worn lottery box and a small trinket from her hand. The prisoners move in perfect order like a swarm of ants. As a die?
A cardboard box, and is that a paper die? It has 20 sides.
Okay, we've got D28 and a lucky box.
Huh?
What are we doing
carefully
here?
examine hidden patterns, much like an astute astrologer tracks the movements of the stars.
Shoot! Shoot! Recoleta literally said these exact same lines yesterday. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Something's about to happen. Wait, what? What? That's insane.
Isn't this?
Yeah, this is exactly what she said. From somewhere in the audience, the girl unconsciously mumbles a revelation.
Isn't this just like the Die of Babylon? The MacGuffin that weaves through the entire plot? The infinite symbiote of fate? And the symbol that compresses time into a shriveled circle?
What may seem like errors or accidents
Oh my God.
doesn't negate the verities of destiny. On the contrary, they affirm its very existence. Just ask the great Heraclito.
What? There's no way, bro. Who the hell comes up with these? There's no... Octavia, why are you following the exact lines of the book?
In an unobserved universe, the die spins in perpetuity.
Dictating the fate of all in time that is both infinitely long and infinitely short?
Look, I've closed my eyes. I respect the randomness of the numbers. I respect the die's judgment.
This is scary. How is this coming true? As the prisoners recite their announcements, the offer's voice becomes more and more sluggish.
Otherwise, we will acquiescently lose ourselves in the gaps of time and wander forever as ghosts in oblivion.
How is this happening?
I don't understand what's going on. Oh, but the irony that I probably have more idea what's going on than anyone here.
For real?
Miss Recoleta, this is all in your novel, isn't it?
It is.
I'm afraid so. The recitations, the references to an astrologer and Heraclito, they couldn't possibly be just a coincidence.
That's insane.
Then, could it be? Will they look to the die to dictate their fate?
The girl's audible shock does not affect the proceedings on stage. The Congress continues.
I shall perform the first roll. Its result will determine the subsequent roll order for this Congress.
Okay. Oh, we roll into the box. Is that 20? Or is that whatever that is on the side?
The result is 5.
It's a 5, okay.
This check complies with the prerequisite conditions of the ruling of the die, and the standard roll order has been established.
If you say so, Octavia.
Inmate Jose, please come forth.
I don't know how they managed to decide the order so quickly, but
You
well
are
done.
the first in the initiative order. Therefore, fate's judgment shall fall upon you before all else.
Me?
Oh, it's this guy.
Okay.
Alright. Good luck, dude. The prisoner steps forward, taking the fragile box in his hands, shaking it to roll the die of absurd fate inside. The die stops, and just like that, a simple number decides his fate. 17.
It's 17! Ah, what a wonderful number! 17! Like an oasis in an endless desert.
Okay, buddy.
The result is 17, and the score combination 6 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3. According to the ruling of the die, he shall receive 60 risperidone tablets, 40 clozapine tablets, and 40 diazepam tablets. Additionally, he will assume the role of cultural manager of the Comala Congress.
Bro, what? Is this what they were talking about sharing medicine? There's no way they do this every Congress, right? Or maybe every Congress they have a different way to decide on how to split it. But that's crazy. Surely they shouldn't be sharing meds, right? Everyone should have like the same amount, right? Or the same amount that they each need. This seems so bizarre.
Before he takes office, inmate Jose must clean the first restroom for the next 7 days.
Oh, bro, what?
Wonderful! I'll gladly clean the toilet. I've got the brooms here, the toilet detergent, oh, and the toilet brush too.
Okay, buddy.
I have been waiting for this opportunity. As cultural manager, I will speak with every inmate and complete the Comala memoir, finally capturing the moments when literary sparks ignite and explode.
Okay. Nah, this is kind of scary. Imagine you see this happen in real life in a prison. It would be very jarring.
Next is inmate Eduardo.
Eduardo?
Please come forth.
Wait, wasn't Eduardo mentioned that one time? I kind of forgot. The man in question is a nervous mess. His gaze flickers, his eyebrows fight for space on his forehead, and his teeth clash against each other in turmoil.
But I can't
Oh, this
remember
guy.
the ruling of the die. I can't remember anything. Damn it. Sorry, Senora Octavia, but I don't think I can do this. I didn't get any medication in the last Congress.
Oh, shit.
I've had multiple episodes. It's like my brain's jammed or something.
Bruh. A real, like, allowed to do this, bro? This is inhumane.
It's all right, inmate Eduardo. It's easy. You don't need to know the rules to roll the die. Give me your hand. I'll help you.
Bro, he's gonna roll like a nat 1, bro, and then he's gonna have no medication again. The prisoner follows suit, hands trembling as he shakes the box. No, as he shakes the box, the only thing he can do. Oh my god, he actually got a nat 1, bro.
Eduardo. The die dictates that you must voluntarily descend into the sewers and write the thematic keyword that currently causes you the most anxiety on the walls.
Yikes.
I thank you very much, Miss Octavia. I think my head's about to split in half. I need a moment to rest before I head down there.
Bruh, this is so...
destiny.
This is so strange. Clutching his head, the prisoner leaves. His steps heavy, his hands empty, but his brow finally falling at ease.
Jailer, are you really letting them make every decision with the roll of a die? Eduardo is clearly in a much more dire condition than Jose. The medication should have been given to him.
As I said, this is how the inmates of the Panopticon maintain order. The physician periodically provides medication, food, and other necessities, and the inmates distribute them in this spontaneous and efficient manner. Neither authority nor violence is involved in this process. This is what sets Kamala apart from all other custodial facilities.
Is that it? You abdicate all agency to the roll of a paper die and call it the randomness of fate? What kind of sick joke is this?
Please calm down, Recoleta. This is the method that the inmates have collectively decided to recognize. They're prepared to face the possible sacrifices that it brings.
The ultimate gambler's prison. Whoa, wait, imagine? Like, you just put loads of gambling addicts in this prison, and like, they have to do the Congress. That's crazy.
This isn't about you or me. It's not our place to interfere with a procedure that has been proven both pragmatic and effective.
What the flip?
My duty is to assist the inmates in maintaining order through the methods that they have established. And yours is to witness their self-governance, not judge it.
Damn. The jailer takes a deep breath, her words clearly meant to convince herself as much as anyone listening.
If everything somehow unfolds as it does in my novel, then every role is already predetermined. Verton, do you remember the story I told you last night? The odds of both success and failure were consecutively multiplied.
I remember.
Yeah?
As soon as a character experiences a failure, they continue to suffer failures in an endless chain reaction. None of Eduardo's future dice rolls will ever result in a number higher than 10. At this rate, this system, this sociedad, ruled by the dice of Babylon, is bound to collapse.
She looks around, realizing that her words, weighty as they seem to her, have garnered no attention.
Eduardo will never receive any medication. The moment he writes the keyword on the wall could very well be the moment he spells out his own death. No, I can't let this happen. I have to do something.
Can we do something? Recoleta rushes to the stage.
Wait, Miss Recoleta, what are you doing?
Recoleta. Okay, to be continued, alright. Oh, I don't know. This kind of Congress is kind of crazy. And they've all collectively decided on it, but I don't know about it, bro. It seems kind of terrible, just saying. Treatments, entry 303. The transformation of quantity into quality is the greatest realization of the method of exhaustion. Numbers, these guys, each person is uniformly allocated 1 dose of chlorpromazine and 1 dose of phthalimide. Okay, and then we've got these numbers. Each person is uniformly allocated 3 doses. And then these guys, uniformly allocated 6 doses and 11 doses. Okay. Don't know. So yeah, we've got like these people who like, there's like a subsection of people who are like repeatedly getting more and more, I think. Yeah, so here there's 2 people who got I guess 1, right? And then like Here, there's some more people who are only given 3 and some have 6 and 11. I don't know. What a strange occurrence. Maybe this is the experiment that the physicist was on
Few
about.
soldiers would appreciate the idea of taking orders from an accursed die. A skilled commander would never rely on luck to make decisions. On the battlefield, the distance for every maneuver should be clear and precise. Not 2 numbers with a D in the middle. Unless you're looking to invite a mutiny. That said, if a die with such power were placed in a soldier's hand, I'm pretty sure they'd roll it and let it decide their destiny.
Luck won't always be on your side.
Exactly. There's no good luck without bad luck. Just as a coin must have 2 sides. Luck essentially defines one's entire life.
Damn.
And whether it's make or break, life or death, the die will keep on rolling. Of course, dice aren't the only tools used to play with fate. Coins, lotteries, even shells on the beach can all serve the same purpose. Thanks to the randomness of fate, a Babylonian may rise to be a proconsul one day and fall into slavery the next.
Some tragedies should have been avoided. Could have been avoided, sorry.
Well, that's where historians come in. With a little creative editing of the history books, even the random rolls of a die can suddenly make sense. What were once avoidable tragedies are rebranded as reasonable incidents, or even desirable outcomes.
At least the roll of a die is impartial.
You're starting to sound like a gambler.
That's us. We're the gambler. We love
But
gambling.
even gamblers, after hitting a hot streak or a losing spell, start to convince themselves that they've figured out the grand pattern behind games of chance. It isn't just gamblers either. Witches tried to influence fate through rituals and charms. Ancient mathematicians calculated probabilities on paper. Some even wrote books on game theory. Meanwhile, others suspected there were cheaters among them. I just hope these high rollers unite to confront the demon who holds the laws of the universe, the past, present, and future, in its claws, and give it a well done and a slap in the face.
You're talking in circles today.
Haven't I always? It's just that today, the die rolled a peculiar number.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy.
But all things considered, I prefer the other kind of commander. The die is cast, but regardless of what number has been rolled, it's time to cross the river.
Nice. That was fun. Oh, and I guess this is... I don't know what this is, but that's like the box, right? That they were rolling it in. The dice. Alright, let's press on to the next part. Soothsayer World Maker. Okay. Let's see what's up. Let's see what Recoleta is about to do. This Congress is... Like, the Congress is crazy, to be honest. I thought each Congress would have, like, a different theme, but nope, they just gamble away. On the stage, Octavia remains a picture of serenity as she orchestrates the Congress.
Miss Recoleta, as a witness to the Congress, you have the right to express your doubts calmly.
Listen, you...
We're not calm, Recoleta. Please calm down. She recalls the complaints of her 2 former companions, the jailer's dismissals, and the confused expressions of every editor she has ever faced. If she were to lay out every detail of her novel here and now, she would only get the same response.
No, it's nothing. It's just that I'd like to participate in the dice rolling ceremony.
Oh.
May I?
I mean, you're not a prisoner here. What do you gain from rolling the dice?
Of
Just
course.
for fun?
The very fact that you're standing here in the Panopticon proves that you share a common fate with it.
Bro, what? We're not a prisoner. Recoleta surveys the prisoners waiting to cast their die. Their expressions are serene, untroubled, calmly awaiting their fate. The joys and misfortunes of those before them do not affect the long winding queue in the slightest. She takes a deep breath.
It doesn't matter when I roll the die.
Since the rolls are simply a reflection of the randomness of fate, right?
Oh, okay.
Precisely.
Well, Recoleta did say that the dice rolls were like, whether success or failure is just gonna keep multiplying, right? So maybe if Recoleta can like, I don't know, can you roll the die multiple times to prove a point? You know, like I'm only gonna roll high numbers, or I'm only gonna roll low numbers, and then she just does it like indefinitely until she convinces them.
Then I'd like to perform my role after the 27th inmate. Is that alright?
Oh, okay, that's pretty specific. Is she gonna get a nat 20 or something?
As you wish, Miss Recoleta.
But I thought they were supposed to follow the order though of the initial roll, right? Maybe not. Maybe we can just do whatever we want with the rolls.
For writing poetry.
No way, these are actual supplies. That's so funny. And they've got Campbell soup. That's funny. Oh, the soup just took damage. Let's gamble. Where's the dice? I want the dice. Maybe I need to go for the round first.
Please
The
stay
turn.
behind me. Please, allow me.
Let's see.
Be careful.
I hope the die rolls aren't fixed.
My
I hope they are different, you know, every time. Like for every player who plays, they have different die rolls. That'd be good. Okay. 4. We rolled a 4. Oh, we rolled a 5 previously, and now we rolled a 4. Heal 1 damage to a rat. Okay, whatever. Mass attack is good.
Do I have to do this? Nuestro adversario es el tiempo.
Alright. Okay, we got 3, nothing happens. Okay, we got 5 for free. That's pretty, that's a nice, like, sequence.
Más allá del concepto mundial. Please let me your power. Perfectly understood.
Alright, let's
Nuestra aliada
do
es la
this.
verdad.
Stay back, I say.
Alright. Okay. And we rolled a 1. No, we're unlucky.
Please stay behind me.
Let's do this maybe. I'm not gonna ult because I can't be asked.
Feel my dark embrace.
Oh, still not enough to win. That's annoying. One more hit though. Unless we roll another one. Okay, we rolled a 3. Nice.
Más allá todos, más allá del concepto mundano, cosmología, filosofía clásica. El
Nice.
fundamento del
Good
mundo.
stuff. I wonder.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
I wonder if Recoleta is gonna roll a nat 20. You know, I think that would be able to prove her point, right?
It seems fate favors you, Miss Recoleta.
Is it nat 20? We don't need the
Here are your
pills.
supplies.
We're not a prisoner. Oh my
Please
god.
be sure to follow the distribution rules of the Congress. This is an essential structure of Komala, and a belief shared by all its inmates. Honor it.
Did we roll a nat 20?
Just as I suspected. These supplies belong to me now, Octavia. I'm free to use them however I please.
Oh, and she can spread them to everyone, I guess? Or to different people? Recoleta strides toward Eduardo, has curled up in a distant corner, clutching his head as his body trembles in silence.
Here, Eduardo. Take them.
But I haven't fulfilled my destiny yet. These precious tablets and capsules, I can't accept them. They are gifts from fate. The die has placed them in your palm.
Ooh. Is he not gonna accept them?
But I don't need them. You do.
Thank you, kind senorita.
Okay, nice. He actually accepts him. Oh, that's great. The prisoner's trembling stops. He blankly pinches his arm as if trying to distinguish reality from dream. Then, all at once, he snatches the medication from her hands and shoves it into his mouth. Does he not overdose like this? Like, that seems crazy.
Eduardo, what's wrong? Are you taking the medicine right now? There's no need to rush. There's plenty of it. You can have it all.
Por Dios, Eduardo. How could you squander fate's gifts like this? Kind señorita, please, give me the medication. I need it more than anyone else.
Oh. Uh-oh.
No, I'm the one who needs the most. Give me the medication. I beg of you.
We might have made things worse slightly.
With the protection of these amulets, I might finally be able to get a peaceful night's sleep. No more trembling floors and wailing ghosts.
The prisoners shove and struggle, countless hands reaching toward the hapless writer, trying to snatch the small round pills of salvation.
Enough! Enough!
Uh-oh. A blue glow spreads through the room, forcing the prisoners to clutch their heads and fall down to their knees. The riot comes to an abrupt halt.
You shouldn't have done that, Miss Recoleta.
Ooh.
Your ignorant generosity could shatter the very basis of our survival.
He steps toward Eduardo, now writhing in pain, and picks up a few stray capsules scattered at his feet. What's she gonna do with them? The pills dissolve into a stream of voided sand, vanishing as it pours through her fingers.
We have never had such chaos at the Congress. Understand this. We rely only on the randomness of fate to distribute supplies and assign responsibilities. If you disrupt the status quo, the entire system of the Panopticon will collapse beyond repair.
Ooh.
It is only by respecting the arbitrariness of fate and adhering to the rules of the Die of Babylon that we have kept this place functioning all this time.
The Die of Babylon?
I think the text here glitched, right? The Die of Babylon.
Tell me, how did you know this name? Are you the one orchestrating this whole thing?
Oh wait, what? Is the Die of Babylon not like an actual historic thing? Sorry, I thought it was. Is it not? Did Recoleta come up with it? Recoleta, equally confused and furious, grabs the hostess's collar. Hey, no violence.
¿Podría ser? ¿Eres Aleph? Tal como sospechaba Verdun?
Let go of me, Miss Recoleta. Have you gone mad?
Ooh.
The role of the die is absolutely random. I'm not orchestrating anything. Before the Congress began, I made an oath. I intend to keep it.
Please, calm down, Miss Recoleta. I think she's telling the truth.
What a scenario. She lets go of her grip as the reality of their situation dawns on her.
Sorry, Octavia, but please, you have to tell me how you learned about the Die of Babylon. I must know. Only my pen pal and I should have any knowledge about this die.
I heard about it from the physician. He described it as a symbol of collective consciousness that we could harness to maintain immaculate order in the Panopticon.
Damn.
The Comala Congress was coined, iterated, and perfected by the physician based on this concept.
Bruh.
The physician again. Everything eventually leads back to him. Just as we suspected.
I see.
The physician could be Aleph, just as we suggested, right? Recoleta casts her eyes over to the silent jaguar, who remains wordless from beginning to end, watching it all unfold.
Jailer, we have to meet with the physician in person. Now.
As I've told you many times, Dr. Merlin is too busy at the moment. I couldn't possibly trouble him over a novel and a pen pal. They are just fantasies.
Ooh.
Couldn't you make an exception? What if they're not just fantasies? What if they're tied to the very survival of this place? Miss Recoleta said the Panopticon could collapse because of the Die of Babylon.
Are you seriously telling me you believe that nonsense?
It wasn't nonsense, nor are they fantasies. You saw with your own eyes how I won the die roll.
I think
it was just a coincidence.
I think it would be more convincing if she started calling out every single roll from now on. The jailer's words are at odds with the subtle motions of her eyes and face. The Foundation's investigator seized on the prime opportunity to apply pressure.
What if we present you with stronger evidence? To prove it's more than just a coincidence. If everything in the Panopticon proceeds according to Miss Recoleta's novel as she says, she should be able to predict what happens next,
Exactly.
including the roll results of the absolutely random die.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's what I suggested.
The Die of Babylon isn't random at all. It's nothing but a supercilious fraud veiled under the guise of fate, and an actor of the inescapable loop of history. And not one of you is paying attention to me whatsoever. Ugh, to hell with this era of ignoring unknown writers.
Miss Recoleta, please make your prediction for the next inmate's die roll.
For
This
real.
way, you can prove to Miss Jailer the irrefutable connection between Kamala and your novel, The Rise and Fall of Sanity.
Exactly.
Finally remembered its name. Oh, what sweet balm to my spirit.
Okay, Recoleta. Give your guess. 7.
Miss Octavia,
7
please
is next.
continue the Congress and let the next inmate perform their role. Then Miss Recoleta's statement will be proven true.
Hey now, 1 could be a coincidence. I think we should do it at least like 10 times in a row. The hostess of the Congress remains non-committal.
I appreciate the reminder. No matter the interruption, the Comala Congress must go on. Though not for Miss Recoleta's sake, of course. Next inmate, please.
7. 7. 7. Following the die's designated order, the next prisoner steps forward to roll.
Hello, inmate Garcia.
Oh, Garcia.
You know what to do.
Of course.
La sexta cara. Un pilar roto. El flujo de la fortuna y la
6.
calamidad.
Damn it, I was 1 off. Damn it.
So the result of the next roll will be a 6.
Damn, I guess 7. I lose. GG. Nice. Her prophetic precision plunges the whole of new encounters into breathless
As fate
silence.
reveals, the number is 6.
Just as Miss Recoleta predicted.
That could still be a coincidence. Do it again.
Yeah, we need to keep doing it. 14.
La décima tercera cara.
Damn it!
Una cadencia de
How am I 1 off again?
sin un
How am I
verdadero
1 off
principio
again?
así.
Damn it. 5. No, 4 actually, because I need to decrease it by 1.
La cuarta cara.
Yes! 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 I got it! I'm ready to go.
Usó el último de sus
Am I
fuerzas para
Recoleta?
nadar a la seguridad,
Am I Recoleta?
solo para descubrir que había
I must be
confundido un
Recoleta.
espejo con la superficie del
Oh,
agua.
I'm actually Recoleta. So the first 2 I was 1 off, and then this time I guess 5, and I decremented it, and it was right. Right, I need to do it 1 more time, like, I don't know. 18, so it should be 17.
La décima
Oh!
séptima
Oh!
cara
Oh!
cojeaba
Oh, am I
hacia
G-
un distante oasis,
what?
solo
What?
para que la débil humedad y la inquietante quietud revelaran cruelmente que era un espejismo.
I'm Recoleta. I am Recoleta. Next one's 1. Oh, but if I reduce it by 1, it's gonna be 20. No. Because it's like capped at the bottom, so it has to be still be 1.
La sexta cara.
Oh, I lost. GG.
Otro pilar roto
Oh,
con
I'm not.
hipótesis idénticas a la última. Confirmó la hipótesis de la investigadora de paracausalidad. Este lugar solía ser un edificio circular.
Well, I'm no longer Recoleta, guys. Oh, I had a good run.
Is that enough? I've almost finished the entire chapter.
It's not possible.
One coincidence after another begins to stir and into an uproar. The coincidences appear endless. Oh, I can't believe it. I got 4 out of 5. Well, actually, I missed the first 2 by 1. But then I learned the pattern, and then that got me the next 2. But unfortunately, they had a repeat 6 at the end instead of 1. Damn it. Well, I had a good run, guys. I hope you appreciated my my gambling abilities, okay?
Who are you?
You know what? Wait, I might be the GOAT. Like, wait, I am the GOAT. Cause like I did it technically only for 2, right? And that's still a 1 in 400 chance. And then also the first 2 where I was off by 1 in the exact same manner, and the fact that I derived the next 2 guesses based on the same hypothesis. That's crazy. Well, regardless, I couldn't get the last one, so GG. It doesn't matter anymore.
I'm sorry if this comes as a shock to you, but I did warn you, Octavia. Now it's proven. The Die of Babylon is anything but the so-called randomness of fate.
Have you been sent here by some god? Or are you a hobby prophet? Have you brought this knowledge to save us? or to shatter our beliefs, our world.
Ooh. A question destined never to need an answer. She lets her eyes fall into the cardboard box and onto the 20-sided die. The ridiculousness of its nature becomes starkly visible. How do they rig a paper die though?
What is this thing in my hand? What are we? What is this prison?
Maybe that die is the tier of Kamala, maybe that the idealist had. I don't know.
I don't know if it's some kind of sorcery or arcane skill, but it's unfathomable. I'll take you to the physician. Not because of your earlier request, but because the situation has escalated beyond my means.
Ooh.
The overseer of the Panopticon will decide how to handle your situation.
To be honest, Miss Recolata, I wasn't sure you'd be able to correctly predict everything.
Oh, I could have, if I learned the pattern faster, and also guessed the final one. The repeat is so disgusting. Like, why would they include a repeat on the 5th roll? I guess it's not that uncommon.
Timekeeper, are you saying that you risked everything on a hunch?
Yeah.
It worked, didn't it?
We're real gamblers out here, Soneto.
Come with me. Dr. Merlin's office is in the central tower.
Yep. Here we go. For her part, the now vindicated writer follows at the end of the line, letting her mind race like a bullet train.
En la 6ª versión de mi novela, todos en el pueblo mueren a causa del dado de Babilonia.
Damn.
Porque solo la muerte puede cerrar el ciclo de la historia.
That's not good.
Y carcelero, eres el empleado del banco, ¿verdad?
And Recoleta, it's your story. You tell us.
Entonces, al final, también sufrirás un colapso como el empleado del banco, cuando se da cuenta de que él y el pescador de dunas son la misma persona.
Yeah, I don't agree with this, because I think the physicist is bank clerk, but that doesn't make sense. No, maybe the idealist is the bank clerk. I don't know who the Dune Piscator is though. Is that the physicist?
If all of this is tied to the rise and fall of sanity, then, as its creator, I will get to the bottom of this.
Alright. How strange. How strange. What a bizarre occurrence. That everything's playing out exactly as her novel. Okay, we've got another one of these. Let's do this. The boundary shatters, and then astrologer glimpses, and then this unspeakable truth. Let's check it out. Is Erd still gonna be here? We are, okay. After that, I attended several more literary salons and wrote things I had never dared write before. Miss Octavia, however, never made an appearance. I didn't see her for quite some time. That was until I followed some prisoners to the large hall and heard her voice among a group of unfamiliar inmates. She noticed me and greeted me warmly. She told me she had been working on some new initiatives. She told me of her hopes to gather more support, to improve conditions in the prison, and initiate a spiritual shift towards realism and resistance. I truly believed back then that everything was heading in the right direction. I swear she was here for 3 days. Or maybe she was in the prison before 3 days ago, potentially? I don't know. Before all eyes, the host of the assembly, the idealist, steps up to the podium. By the randomness of fate, we have gathered here to participate in the Kamala Congress. Okay, yeah, no, so... Okay, so Doris must have been in this prison for far longer than 3 days ago then, right? Because it wouldn't make sense for her to have experienced so much stuff, like another Kamala Congress. Before the eyes of destiny, historians and astrologers alike, I now declare a new rule amendment. A duel before a crowd of eager eyes. The winner awarded 10 pounds of gold, and the loser left with 10 flies to descend upon it. Yeah, this is her line, Reckless line in the book on the 5th die roll, the final one. Before the Kamala Congress convenes, we shall assign 2 members of La Sociedad this noble mission, a duel decreed by fate. Doris hears the faint clink of a small object rattling inside a box. Jose, Julio, step forward and draw the sharpest blade of your literary thought. According to the rules, I will preside over this duel with fairness and impartiality. Now, prepare yourselves. The absurd, fictional, metaphysical duel ends within a fraction of a second. The victorious prisoner receives 10 shining golden pills, while the loser collapses to the floor. Is Julio dead or something? Because I don't think we've met Julio, right? The crowd erupts into chaos, Octavia's cries rising above the noise.
What's going on?
Mr. Julio, he's having another seizure.
Miss Erd, please, Julio needs your help.
Octavia, you know this is all part of the randomness of fate. The randomness of fate. Maybe this is when she got convinced by this idea. She doesn't argue back as she usually would. Instead, she stands frozen in place as if stunned. What's the matter, Miss Octavia? This is an emergency. I require your assistance. Answer me, Octavia. Why are you trying to change Julio's fate? Because no one should die like this.
I don't want him to die.
Please, Miss Octavia, help me so I can help him.
Is she gonna reject helping her? Her voice cracks, leaving only the sound of her stifled sobs lingering in the air. What's wrong, Miss Octavia? How's his condition now? Miss Octavia? She's not saying anything. She remains silent. After a long pause, she casts the heavy stone into the bottomless water. Miss Erd.
Mr. Julio is gone. He left us the moment the duel was over.
It was decided by fate. How could that be? Seizures can potentially lead to irreversible brain damage, but how could it happen so fast? A precious life, gone so quickly, swept away by something so senseless, lost in a nonsensical duel. What exactly is a so-called Congress? Some kind of punitive system, unique to Kamala Prison. But how can someone's life be decided by something so absurd? Are we simply meant to surrender to a fate so twisted, no matter how absurd it is? Is it so irrefutable? This isn't the fake I seek. It's a distortion of it. It's my fault for not finding a better way. I used to think Mr. Julio didn't care about anything but his own novels. I never imagined my ideals would mean anything to him. But he was the first person in La Sociedad to support me. But that really was an irreversible fate, a fate granted to Mr. Julio by the Die of Babylon. The Die of Babylon? Her question is left unanswered. The host of the salon goes on. Julio has stepped off the endless staircase and reached the silent water. He has become as calm water, dissolved into his own pond. Let us offer our blessings, our silence, our farewell to this martyr of fate. And let us imagine that Julio's literary career was a happy one. The hall remains deathly silent. No applause, no response.
A life is taken, and that's all you have to say?
You really don't care whether we live or die, do you, idealist? And all of you, don't any of you have anything to say? Why are you all just standing there? If we hadn't kept rejecting the physician's treatment, maybe Mr. Julio wouldn't have... Rejecting? How ridiculous. You have no clue what that demon in human skin is capable of. How he'll reach into your mind and mold it like clay, reshaping it until it becomes your prison. In the realm of fiction, fate, unreality, the dissolution of the ego is inevitable and irreversible. Therefore, we must not resist the ending dealt to us by the Die of Babylon. Do you even know what you're talking about? I've never truly understood you, idealist. I will find a better way. I must rewrite this tragic tale. If you disagree, then leave La Sociedad. I will not have our great poem disrupted by an offbeat syllable. Besides, your tedious talk of social responsibility should have been purged long ago. Modern Latin America belongs to visceral realism, and you're too ignorant to even attempt to seek it out.
What a ridiculous ridiculous, laughable man you are.
Yes, I see it clearly now. It's your tyranny that has driven everyone to ruin. Well, let me tell you something. I'm not leaving. I will establish a new literary movement right here in Kamala, right here in La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas. And we will use our literature to rescue the inmates who suffer all around us.
I've had enough of your condescending stone-hearted ego and your pompous sophistry. He'll only bring misfortune upon us with his constant rambling about that visceral realism.
I hope I never see you again. Miss Erd, we have to get you out of here. Another second around, this maniac might just doom us all. Damn.
Only the physician, the true overseer of this prison, can save us from this situation. Please join our society, Miss Torres.
Help us build a renewed Sociedad de Poetas together. I've already spoken with the jailer. As long as we follow the rules and help them manage Kamala, we'll be free to discuss literature.
Forgive me, Miss Octavia.
Well,
I truly appreciate your kind offer, I'm afraid my conversation with the physician must remain private.
Why?
Please answer me this question first. From what you've seen, you'd say this prison is circular in shape, yes?
Yes.
Then tell me, at the center of the structure, is there a watchtower? Yeah, okay, so Doris knows the sort of prison design that I described last episode as well. So I guess she'll recognize this. What? Impossible! You guessed it exactly, and our destination is somewhere inside that watchtower. How did you know?
I've had such a lovely time here. So much so that I almost forgot what I came for.
What did she come here for? Which is precisely why I must put an end to this cruel farce masquerading as fate. Do you intend to rebel against the Watchtower's gaze, just like the idealist? You must understand me, Miss Octavia.
That inescapable gaze, and the permanent theme of fate.
To get closer to the truth I seek, I have no choice but to meet the administrator that young lady spoke of.
You've decided to save the people here with your own hands, in your own way, and so have I. There are things I must face alone.
I do wonder what Erd came here to learn then. From speaking with the physician. Sorry, I'm forgetting how to speak. Though she is well used to death, the pain of Fulio's passing still lingers in her heart, causing her to say these words that don't quite feel like herself.
I see.
Lend me your palm.
I'll draw you the way to his office.
Okay.
Good luck to you. And to all of us.
Farewell, Miss Octavia. I truly hope all goes well for you in the days ahead.
As Octavia retreats, slowly fading into the distance, she quietly adds,
And in your journey, finding answers about fate, too.
Ooh. She called it as well, no, Doris? Doris somehow knew that something was amiss with the fate that these guys are on about. I don't know about that, though. But yeah, this is crazy stuff. But I don't know. I don't know if, like, the design of this, like, prison was based on, like, some other literature regarding, like, the fate stuff and the Die of Babylon. I don't know. Cause I don't know that in depth about it, you know. But yeah, I'm pondering. I'll do 2 more parts. Okay, I'll do 2 more parts. Even though like it's like what, 2 hours? Yeah, okay, it's fine. We'll do 2 more parts. Behind the operating curtain. Let's check it out. We're gonna meet the physician. And he's gonna reveal to us his cruel doings or something. An otherwise tidy room is covered in fine scratches and small unidentifiable stains. The smell of disinfectant lingers in the air, mixed with mildew.
Wait here a moment. I'll report the situation and your request to Dr. Merlin.
Bruh.
However, since he's always busy, I can't guarantee he'll agree to meet you, but I'll do my best to persuade him.
Okay, jailer. The Jaguar's figures slinks out through the inner door.
Now's our chance, Sinetto.
What are we doing?
Our chance? What do you mean, Timekeeper?
We're doing something mischievous.
It's unlikely that the jailer will let us search the central tower, even in this situation. We should take the initiative and look for clues while she's away.
Very wise, Vertin. Very, very clever.
I see, Timekeeper. I will do my best.
Sinetto swiftly conducts a thoroughly unauthorized search.
Thank you for your assistance, Miss Recoleta. Without your precise predictions, we wouldn't be standing here now.
Damn. If only I had precise predictions, man. I was like one off.
I haven't yet grasped the connection between the die, your novel, and what's happening in this place. But
it is very evident that there is a
by
connection.
process of elimination, it's almost certain that your pen pal, Aleph, is right behind this door.
Crazy stuff.
Sometimes I envy your decisiveness, Vertin. I'm sure many people have praised this special talent of yours. Are you alright? You don't seem as excited as when we first entered Kamala.
I guess maybe like she doesn't like the idea of Aleph being like behind all this and like that everything in Kamala is unfolding like her novel, which she got a lot of inspiration from Aleph himself. Recoleta holds her gaze on the tightly shut door, uncertain whether she hopes it will open now or ever again.
The all-seeing sentinel of the Panopticon, veiled within the central tower. If it truly is Aleph, I don't know how to face such a terrifying and increasingly plausible reality.
Sorry to interrupt, but Timekeeper, I think you'll want to see these.
Okay. We've got some files.
Signed Erd.
Oh.
This is a letter from Dr. Dorez.
Oh, are they pen pals as well? The delicate signature matches the one in the manuscript folder.
Her handwriting. It's as beautiful as I'd imagined. Who is it addressed to? Dear Mr. Aleph. Aleph?
Yep.
Looks like Dorez and Aleph are acquaintances. Or at least, they've had some correspondence. Dear Mr. Aleph, my apologies if this reaches you at an inconvenient time. I am Dorez, pen name Erd, an ordinary inmate of the Panopticon of Kamala. I write seeking your guidance, if you wouldn't mind offering it to me.
So was she actually an inmate for some reason? Like Manus actually placed her in here as an inmate.
I heard from the physician, Dr. Merlin, that
you have the answer to every question. A statement which has been echoed by the idealist and the other inmates.
Oh.
I have something I wish to ask you. What exactly is your role at the prison? Chief Warden? A secret backer? An observer who dominates the prison? Are you truly the supreme ruler of the Panopticon of Kamala?
Ooh. They tear open the next letter, eager to read on.
Dear Erd, I do indeed have answers for every question, including yours. I'm afraid every one of your speculations is off the mark.
Damn.
I am merely an inmate who chose to imprison himself here.
Oh. We still haven't seen Aleph.
And allow me to point out that your identity isn't as ordinary as you claim. Why is it that you, my fellow inmate and guest of Manus Vindictae, are so interested in Kamala?
Dr. Dorez? A guest of Manus Vindictae?
I mean, they got kidnapped, right? Oh, a muffled shuttering of glass interrupts their reading. That's not good.
It came from inside the room. Do you think they're okay?
What if Jailer's gonna have a meltdown? Even though I'm fairly sure she's not the bank clerk.
The jailer and the physician. What happened?
I don't know. Take the letters and keep them. The door defies any attempt at an answer, seeing all the
I'm
events
not
from
sure,
view.
but it could be bad. Come on, let's go in and see if they're alright.
They are not alright. They are not alright, guys. They are not alright. I know it, bro. They are not alright. Something terrible is happening behind those doors. Oh, surgical theater. Okay. The unlocked door leads to another room, more decrepit and impressive than the last. A cold operating table lies in the center, surrounded by scattered bottles and medical instruments.
It seems we've stumbled upon the physician's...
Oh.
The physician's office. I should have known. But... is this an operating room?
I guess, yeah.
As if this prison wasn't bizarre enough already.
Inside the narrow operating room, the Jaguar reacts badly to their intrusion.
Didn't I tell you to wait outside? What do you think you're doing barging in like this?
We were just worried about your safety, jailer.
Enough. Get out of...
Quiet.
Oh. Hello, question mark, question mark, question mark. Is this Aleph or the physician?
The reptilian complex governs all our fundamental functions.
Okay, the text is a bit weird here. Same with the Die of Babylon and like the other word earlier. What is that? Is that wig? I don't
Our
get it.
heartbeat, breathing,
Okay, this is
fight
the
or
physician.
flight responses, and our territory and hierarchy awareness. Our primitive ancestors, like reptiles and birds, followed such instincts to survive.
Okay.
Through millions of years of evolution, we developed the limbic system. This processes emotions and forms memories. It allows us to feel fear,
Okay.
sadness, anger, joy. Our behaviors are given meaning.
Okay, buddy. Bro's eyes are closed. Can you open your eyes? I want to see what your eyes look like, buddy. What's he holding? He's holding like a scalpel. Okay, buddy.
Now it's the neocortex that makes up more than 2/3 of our total brain volume.
Okay.
Language, perception, logical reasoning, abstract thought. This is what forms the complexity of human nature. We read, create, perceive. We try to understand both the world and ourselves. We are forever setting goals, one after another.
Okay, buddy.
And all this,
Oh.
these multitudes, happens within the confines of the skull, in the tight folds of the crowded cerebral cortex.
Is that like someone's head? I don't get it.
Is he performing surgery?
I guess. Oh, yeah, I guess someone's lying here. Who could be lying here? I don't know. I probably wouldn't recognize anyone. I don't think anyone was missing and went to the physician.
Such a delicate and elaborate organ.
Okay.
Were it unable to forget, what would come of it? Can this space, no larger than the palm of my hand, truly accommodate dozens of people at once?
Okay, so he's talking about his DID. And how, like... At last, the physician sets down his operating scissors and needle, signaling the end of the surgery. Yeah, at the same time, the old machine issues an alarm, signaling that his patient's vital signs are wavering.
What's happened to the patient? It looks like he's dying.
Her anxiety rises as the question goes unanswered. On the screen, the last waveform disappears, leaving only a constant flat tone. Well, bro is dead.
¿Fracasó la cirugía?
Well, I guess it succeeded for whatever Aleph wanted. Or, sorry, the physician wanted, maybe.
Nonsense. The surgery was a tremendous success.
Spectacular, buddy. What did you gain? What did you learn from this surgery?
I have erased his debilitating hysteria and restored order to the panopticon.
Wait, who? Who is this?
What are you trying to achieve by barging in here?
The man behind the operating table stares at the uninvited guests expectantly, but does not give them a chance to respond.
Forget it. The next operation requires my attention.
Bro is such a busy man.
Jailer, show them out. Bring me the next patient in 15 minutes.
I'm sorry, Miss Burton. I'm afraid you have to leave now.
We're not leaving. Recoleta steps forward, blocking their path. There's a hint of pleading in her voice.
Please, just let us speak with you. It'll only take a moment. I have something very important I need to ask.
Her question is not given time to take shape.
Important. Nothing is of greater importance than my experiments in the Panopticon, outsiders. To ensure they continue, the stability of time and schedule is absolutely paramount.
Experiments in the Panopticon? So you really are the controller of the prison, then?
Controller? What an outdated notion. Superficial, really. The Panopticon has no need for such power, regardless of who occupies the central tower, or even if no one's there at all. Every inmate is both the observer and the observed, both wielders and subjects of power.
Ooh.
Achieving such a state requires no physical or violent measures. The structure of the Panopticon itself is the mechanism which sustains it. Kamala is simply a manifestation of this model. Once I confirm its feasibility and adaptability, this model can be applied to any functional setting with only minor modifications.
Damn, bro wants to use this everywhere. That's terrible.
So far, it has proven to be far superior to any current system of governance in our world. Transcendental even.
Oh, he wants to use this as like a structure for governance and like the world itself.
Curse it. Why am I wasting time explaining this to you? Time is running out.
Are you Aleph, buddy? The investigator keenly senses the key within his words.
Dr. Merlin, you keep mentioning time. What exactly do you mean by that?
Really? You need to ask? Even those oily-headed lunatics know it.
Oh, Manus Vindicte. Oh, we're talking about the storm.
The
man.
end of this era is imminent, is it not?
How do you know, buddy? We don't know that. Indeed, the word that was so close to being spoken.
You know about the storm?
Are we supposed to say this next to Recoleta, Vertin? I feel like that's like some, foundation information, that we're not supposed to tell because it's classified. But now that I think about it, that could cause this supposed meltdown in the jailer. Not because she's two people in one, but she's gonna learn about the storm. I don't know, making things up.
That's what you call it, is it? A storm that washes everything away.
But now we've got the hypothesis that maybe people don't die when they get reversed.
You employees of the St. Pavlov Foundation should know better than I. Soon, this era
How soon, buddy?
Will cease to exist.
How soon? Do you know?
I must prove the feasibility of the Panopticon.
Oh, before.
Before
I
this
see.
place is turned to ruins, or something even more unrecognizable.
No, I see. That's why he needs to be on time. He needs to get his experiments out and his results out before everything's cooked. I guess he's like, yeah, I guess maybe in previous eras this prison didn't exist, so he couldn't use it for his experiments, or maybe this is his era. Regardless.
The storm that washes everything away? Burton, what on earth are you two talking about?
You're not allowed to know this information, Recoleta. The conversation extends beyond even the most imaginative creations of the aspiring writer.
No one can predict the era to which we will be reversed.
Apeiron kinda did. But then Manus Vindicte messed things up because they sped up the arrival of the storm.
I have seen the eras change time and time again. The transformation of this place, over and over.
Okay. So, I mean, this guy works with Manus, right? I'm assuming he does, right? Because how else would he be tanking the storm?
But no matter which era each of these 9 storms, as you call them, has taken us back to, Cordeismo continues to plague this land.
What did we just say, bro? Cordeismo. I'm gonna search it up. Well, thanks to him for confirming that there's been 9 storms so far. That's helpful. A system of political social domination based on the leadership of a strongman. I don't know what that means. Whatever, bro.
dependency theorists, martyred revolutionists. I've seen them all. You, young writer, are no different from those intellectuals who were swept away in the rain.
Damn.
There is no romance in this era. Only the repeated cycles of madness and brutality. An endless, meaningless struggle. Only in this forgotten corner can we momentarily escape the plundering of the marauders and the chaos they unleash. Although it won't be long before this place is looted by those oily-headed lunatics.
Oh wait, yeah, he does call Manus lunatics, so does he work with Manus? Maybe they have like a mutually benefiting friendship type thing. They're not exactly friendship, but I forgot a word. Like they just work with each other kind of, I don't know.
Just as it has countless times before, on this land as rich as silver.
He mutters to himself.
But there is still hope. Even in a wasteland, we may still be saved. As long as I uncover the path to transcendentality, I will find the ultimate answer. Ugh, I've already wasted far too much time on you. Leave, now.
Damn. The physician turns away, beginning preparations for the next surgery, organizing his worn-out instruments.
You heard him. Please don't press things any further.
Yeah, Jailer's having
Senor,
zero
I get
meltdowns.
Obviously, you don't want to discuss my novel with me anymore, so I won't insist upon it. All the letters we wrote to one another, all those inspiring revisions and suggestions, I guess they meant nothing to you.
Her voice wavers. Rejections, closed doors, harsh critiques. This proves more devastating than all of them together.
But there's still something I must tell you. Jailer, could you please allow us a private conversation with the No.
With Aleph.
With Aleph.
Oh, hearing this, the physician stops.
Leave us, Jailer. I'll spare these outsiders 5 minutes.
Oh shoot, is Aleph the bloke? He's the guy, he's the one that I don't know. Somehow the mention of Aleph triggers this in the physician. The Jaguar turns to leave, her face revealing an uncharacteristic sorrow as she lingers on the girls one last time. This time she offers no words. Come on, bloke, let's have a conversation. Please don't try and kill us, by the way. That would be terrible. Alright, perfect. Alright, we can have one last conversation with him. When he pulls out the ice pick, don't be afraid. Panic is proof that you're still lucid. For now. Bro, please put away the ice pick. In 1945, Professor Antonio from Portugal became intrigued by a medical study documenting how gorillas became docile after the removal of their frontal lobes. Inspired by this, he successfully performed the world's first human frontal lobotomy, known as leucotomy. The surgery was remarkably successful, paving the way for significant breakthroughs in research. In 1949, this guy was awarded the Nobel Prize in Medicine for his work. Okay. Through continuous practice and refinement, he and others eventually improved and perfected the procedure, even developing a specialized leucotome. However, the surgical technique required a high level of expertise, and as a result, it was never widely adopted. In 1945, American doctor Walter Freeman modified the procedure, which became infamously known as the ice pick lobotomy. The technique involved rendering patients unconscious with electroshock or anesthesia, and then hammering a steel pick roughly the thickness of a chopstick through the upper part of the eye socket into the brain. That's terrible. The pick was then manually rotated to destroy the frontal lobe. In 1950, following strong recommendations from psychiatric pathologist Vasily Gayanovsky, the Soviet government became the first to announce a complete ban on frontal lobotomies. Over the next 2 decades, most countries, including the United States, followed suit and passed laws prohibiting the procedure. Okay. Damn. Okay. Crazy. Oh, maybe that's what he was doing. Maybe that was what he was doing on the patients. A lobotomy. I guess. I don't know. Master of the Labyrinth, let's go. And then wrap up today's episode. Pretty long episode. Pretty big chapter. Okay, please don't perform lobotomies on us, sir. Only the steady beeping of a heart monitor keeps the eerie silence at bay. We've got contemplative music playing in the background. Something crazy is about to happen.
Dr. Merlin, or should I say Aleph, I don't know why you're using my novel to manipulate the Panopticon, but you need to know that it won't serve your purpose, whether in fiction or reality. You claim that the inmates are both the observer and the observed, and both wielders and subjects of power. How could you be so blind as to not see the true state of the Panopticon? The inmates haven't achieved any perfect order. No, they've devolved into pitiful caricatures of themselves, performers in some endless pantomime to be watched from the central tower. Even their medication has become a prop to demonstrate the so-called randomness of fate in the theater that is the Panopticon. This farce hasn't made the Panopticon a better place. No, it has warped it into a twisted theater of cruelty, where the sick are denied treatment and left to quietly perish in the dark corners of its halls. And literature has died alongside them. This prison is a monster, born under the gaze of this all-seeing power. Aleph, is this truly the ultimate answer you've been searching for?
The physician suddenly seems startled, stepping back and accidentally knocking over his tools.
What? Are you suggesting that this is the answer I've reached?
No.
That my experiment has been a failure all along, and I've been too blind to see it? No. Impossible. Foucault's theory is flawless.
Oh, we're a bit delusional. That's okay. Having his life's work denied is something he cannot tolerate. The man searches the tabletop with feigned composure, but in doing so he unintentionally sweeps all the surgical tools onto the floor.
I have removed every obstacle to the running of this prison. It is pure, sacrosanct. I have constantly re-evaluated the system, adjusting my instructions to my subordinates to ensure the most efficient maintenance of the established order. And now, you stand here and tell me that everything I've done has been meaningless from the very beginning? That the power model I have implemented has already been replaced by an alternative? No, outsiders. The perfect order of the Panopticon shall not be disrupted. I will not be swayed by your lies.
We are very delusional, Mr. Physician.
This
Dr. Merlin
is superior to all of us. Nothing here escapes my notice.
At last, in a barely noticeable corner, he finds a 20-sided die wreathed in black mist.
That said, it isn't easy to work a miracle, as we all know. I shall personally verify it all myself.
Oh dear. That's not good. Oh shoot. All of his emotions dissolve as he grips the die. Okay. The narrow operating room shakes as if responding to him, emitting a distorted screech.
What's happening?
No, I don't know how he's doing this. He's squishing the room.
Visitors from another era. You have come here with plagued ideologies in an attempt to break the subtle balance of the Panopticon.
Bro, the
But did you
Panopticon
not
sucks.
notice the tiles beneath your feet? The cracks and water stains on the walls, constantly changing right before your eyes.
They're changing?
This room, the previous room, every room.
It's all a
You
D20.
have blindly wandered through them, seeing them as nothing more than the building blocks of a monotonous labyrinth. But this place was not born from the chaotic imaginings of a madman. No. Every inch has been crafted through the meticulous harnessing of order and power.
Okay,
every
buddy.
wisp of spider silk drifting in the wind, every speck of rust on the gallery rail, every detail of the Panopticon has been built by my own hands. With this ever-shifting die, concepts may be transformed into reality, and ideals into substance. I observe the movement of every entity, the passage of every second. The moment you entered this realm, you too became subjects of my experiment.
That's great news, man. Thank you very much. Oh, and we're fighting in the prison of power. That's great, man. That's great.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first?
Well, let's fight him.
Admit it. This is all getting out of hand.
Oh, I guess this is Aleph speaking?
Impossible! All is under the Dai's control. What may appear to be chaos is nothing more than a temporary deviation.
Okay, now he's just coping now. Because things are not going his way.
Please stay, Daniel. Please give me the power.
But yeah, it seems Aleph is working with us, kind of. Like, his stance is with us for now. Interesting.
My responsibility. You won't get away.
Nice. Good stuff.
It's special, precise, perfect.
Phase 2?
It is far from perfect. You know that as well as I.
Oh, damn.
Why else would we be conducting this experiment?
Oh.
Case closed. I'll be sure to write a report and put it on your table.
Alright. Okay, Dr. Merlin.
This happened when the
Oh
idealist
shoot, we
was
can see it in the back.
attacked too.
Yeah, I did actually.
To think we've been trapped in a prison fabricated by a Dai all this time. Did the physician really build all this with such a small, simple object?
That's kind of crazy.
The distortion is getting worse. Prepare yourselves to fight or flee.
The situation begins to spiral out of control. Now everything in the room screeches and twists until they become a mess of meaningless black and white lines.
Please, Dr. Merlin, stop this.
Never!
No. You're asking for the impossible. Power model of the Panopticon is destined to permeate all of society. Such insignificant interferences could never plunge it into chaos. But it already has, Merlin. You failed.
Oh, Brood speaking to himself.
I have not failed. As long as I keep the prison running.
The physician fiddles with the die, muttering baffling and incoherent words to himself.
It isn't your power model running the prison. It's the die.
Oh.
It's simply a form of magic, unrelated to the microphysics of power you seek. It provides no aid in your experimentation with power.
Oh, damn.
It's a false hope. A castle in the sky given to you by the military junta and Manus Vindictae.
Gah! Shut up! Shut up, Aleph! What are you talking about? Grr, I'm angry.
Manus Vindictae?
Yep, Manus Vindictae mentioned.
So you really are working with them?
Yeah, as I thought.
What exactly do you intend to do?
Save the world. I intend to transcend humanity. Oh. Flashback. Oh, we're having a tough time.
Then I've also failed.
Uh-oh, that's not good. He doesn't
I've
like
ended
failing.
up a pathetic fool, lost in the chaos of reality. Just like the idealists chasing visceral realism, Paracelsus seeking the fountain of youth, and Zahir obsessing over the one-sided coin. When did it all start falling apart, Aleph? When the doorknob loosened? When the prisoner's wounds started to fester? Or when the daily disinfectant concentration reached 28 milligrams? Or the crack in the second gray brick on the wall expanded to 6 millimeters?
Oh, yeah, he mentioned this in his notes, right? The crack on the wall.
Or was it when Warden Tartuffe left Ushuaia with news of the Foucault Association's dissolution? This place should have been the ideal ground for psychoanalytic practice. Why did they halt all research, all discussion? We've been abandoned, haven't we? By eras old and new. You designed and have maintained everything in Kamala, right down to the smallest detail. But it is these details that trap you. And as the bars close around you, you are losing your name, Merlin. And you're becoming a physician. A man forever imprisoned within these walls.
Ooh. Kind of like, who was saying to, the jailer that she was, losing her name. Was it Idealist who said that? That she was losing her name and, becoming her role.
I don't understand. All these false eras are like a dreadful novel with no conclusion. Trying to find answers within such things is, in itself, a mistake. Much like them, you are destined never to attain transcendentality.
Devastating stuff for Mr. Physician, Mr. Merlin here.
Tell me, Aleph, does the ultimate answer even exist?
I am interested in how Aleph is the one that like Merlin turns to, you know? Seems like Aleph is like very wise somehow. What's happening? The die becomes too heavy for him to hold any longer. It drops to the floor. Oh snap, we're back to normal. The distortions and tremors of the prison finally subside, as if the pulse of a massive heart had stopped for an instant. Amid the swirling dust, the girls help each other stand, but fail to notice the truth revealing itself before them. What's the truth?
Timekeeper, are you alright?
Yes. And you? And Miss Recoleta? Are you okay? Miss Recoleta?
Miss Recoleta? The smoke clears, but no one responds. The named girl simply stares in shock at the figure before her.
You're...
What, does Aleph look like a crazy monster? I don't get it.
The word utopia derives from Greek. It means no place.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool. Oh, and Utopia's like glitching. Yo, what's good, Aleph? You're looking a bit too abstract for my taste. Could you like have some more proper form?
People cannot understand
you
the
see this
structure
face.
of the labyrinth, yet they continue to follow its paths.
There's like a face here. That's cool.
They cannot comprehend the mechanics
And
of
their
fate,
hair.
yet they believe in its jurisdiction. As if by doing so, everything will naturally fall into place.
Okay, buddy. What do you think then, Aleph?
And now, the polar night approaches.
I don't know how his entire outfit managed to change so drastically in a moment. Why do none of the 3 altars we've seen have normal faces, bro? Interesting though. His skin, is that skin? Wait, no, that's a glove. He's wearing gloves? Interesting. Well, this sure doesn't look great, buddy.
How good it is to see you, pen pal.
Yep. No problem, dude. No problem. Is this GG's? Is it the end for the part? Yes, perfect ending for this episode. We'll continue next time. Probably some traces to check out. We've got listening. Okay, let's listen. Does the Foundation ever actually require employees to clock in? Have you ever heard of Foucault, Soneto? Yes, he's a renowned French philosopher and social theorist. I read his books about his theories at the SPDM. So those are precisely the kind of books they'd never confiscate. Sorry, I don't understand. Never mind that. Could you explain what you've read in detail? Alright, Foucault argued that madness isn't a natural phenomenon, but rather a cultural construct. In early times, punishment was a public spectacle, a display of power for the rulers. Nowadays, things are different. After the Enlightenment, punishment became a form of public education, intended primarily to deter crime. That's true. The phrase public execution has all but disappeared from everyday language. Discipline and punishment, by that logic, the SPDM aligns closely with Foucault's ideals. But Deleuze believed that another model of power had replaced disciplinary power, the power of administration, a highly efficient yet indifferent system of management. The system holds control over the environment, and under such circumstances, the individual's inner self ceases to matter. Timekeeper. Is this discussion because of what the physician said? That's right. Initially, I just wanted to hear your perspective on this. Now, I'm starting to see how this model reduces people to little more than animals. Right, Timekeeper. Okay, cool. Great stuff. Things are falling apart for our pen pal, Mr. Aleph slash, you know, the Merlin slash the Idealist. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Aleph's true form has been revealed to us, and Reckless is pretty shocked. I mean, I'm pretty shocked. He looks crazy. He's got a crazy design. But yeah. Yeah, the fact that everything was unfolding as in the novel is kind of crazy, and Recoleta being able to, you know, list everything out is amazing. And yeah, no, so yeah, I agree. Okay, so now it becomes clear, right? Like, the physician is the bank clerk, and whatever the other role is Aleph, I guess. Actually, no, I don't think there was ever a meltdown about, you know, someone being someone and themselves. I don't think there was, but there was a meltdown. Merlin was having a big old meltdown towards the end here, and I guess that matches what Recoleta wrote, right? If he plays the role of the bank clerk and he has a meltdown for a different reason, but he still has a meltdown. And of course there was the dice rolling. That was insane. Unfortunate that I couldn't win all 5 guesses. I only got 2, but yeah, that was pretty crazy though. Guessing the rolls, that was fun. But yeah, no. I don't know how the rest of this chapter will unfold, because it seems like I'm fairly sure there's still quite a few parts behind this. So I don't know what more could happen, because it seems like the prison, like everything regarding Kamala is kind of like converging into this final like occurrence, right? So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh wait, no, we can gamble. Real ones gamble. Real ones go into details and check the rates. 1.5%, and we're going to, real ones would hit the 1.5% and then win the 50-50 and then get Moldir. Unfortunately that was just a 5-star. No, real ones hit the 1.5 after the first one. Okay, never mind.
Don't panic, my lord.
Real ones hit the 1.5% after the first 2 rolls. Never mind. Today's not our lucky day.
Hello, world.
Maybe I used up all my luck in guessing Recoleta's like novel, you know? But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.